Oh, that was too high for my mic to pick up.
Hello and welcome to the M Squared podcast, the most scuffed podcast / talk show on the internet. Today, featuring me, everyone's favorite Mufussy, of course, the wonderful Macaroni Tony, and then our special guest, MrGaleer.
Is there an applause? Come on.
Yeah. Hold on.
Come on, hurry.
Hold on. Oh, it's kind of a laugh, but... Okay, go. Yeah, back to one. Come in.
Hang on. All right, play it again. Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. What's going on? Hey.
So quirky.
Yeah, so, like, on my way out here, I ran into some guy, and he was like, oh, you're Galeer, that dude from Spotify and Twitch. And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Cue the laugh track. Cue the laugh track.
Oh, sorry.
I know, it's crazy.
So funny.
Being famous has its perks, but I mean, man, come on.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
So, Jimmy Kimmel, tell me all about yourself.
No, wait, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and you're the guest.
And you're,
right?
And then.
Who's Jimmy Kimmel?
And then. Wait.
Was that?
Are you being real right now?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay, real quick. Ringo Starr from the Beatles today tweeted. He went on the Jimmy Kimmel show and he said, "Oh, such a blessing, or like such an honor to be on the Jimmy Kimmel show."
Jimmy
and he
Kimmel
just didn't correct himself.
Jimmy Kimmel has a talk show, like just on a normal TV talk show. Do you really don't
not know that?
So he's kind of like Jimmy Fallon.
Do you know Jimmy?
Yeah.
So how can you know Jimmy Fallon but not know Jimmy Kimmel?
He's the bit more like controversial Jimmy Fallon.
Seriously, yeah. Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What on a scale would you say Conan's like the most controversial?
It's like
below Jimmy.
No, Kimmel. it's Jimmy Kimmel and then Conan and then
Fallon. Jimmy Fallon's just kind of like. I stole that
wait,
from my roommate.
hang on.
Jimmy Kimmel's the one with the beard. Well, he had a beard during COVID.
He has like 5 o'clock shadow. I wouldn't call it a beard.
Yeah. Let's say hi to everyone in chat.
I've never even
yeah, real quick, Drew called me Mr. Faker, and I'm kind of upset about it.
Oh my god.
However, Seamus, on the other hand, called me the people's champion.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
I agree. So, yeah, Seamus, Jax, Galeer, you're here, and Drew. All the homies are in chat right now. Guys, you guys have been hammering, waiting for MrGaleer for so long.
It's true.
I have gotten messages for weeks from Seamus specifically saying,
he loves me.
Galeer better be on the podcast or I'm gonna riot.
But if I leave right now, does that mean he'll rebel?
Well, you made your appearance, so like.
Yeah, but if I left, would that change anything? Like, could I start a riot if I left? Say yes.
That'd be up to Seamus, I suppose.
Seamus, say yes.
Would. So, Galeer, for those who may not know you, who the fuck are you? And why are you here?
Well,
do tell.
I've never had someone ask me that in that way. I'm somewhat of a prodigy. I don't mean to yank my own chain and get on my high horse here, but you can find me on Twitch. You can find me on your favorite music streaming platforms. And, you can find me in Mufassy's chat sometimes, and sometimes in Macaroni Tony's chat.
It's true.
So you might recognize my name if you don't.
It's true.
I'm a streamer, and I make music, and I make videos. And it's a wonderful life.
It is. So the way that I know you specifically, let's go into this because it's deep and interesting.
I love this. We've
funny.
broken it down a few times for the people, but so this is the public record.
So me and Galeer went to the same school, the same college, same major and stuff, and we lived very close to each other. Freshman year. I was at the end of the hallway, and he was in the second room in the hallway. And throughout the year, Just be like, hey. Or just like...
Yeah. I don't even know like how our introduction... I think somebody made a film majors group chat before we actually moved in for the first year, and that's how we knew each other. I don't know like how we got to talking to each other, because I don't remember ever having like a formal introduction with you.
But I have no idea.
The one time that we hung out freshman year of college, we I think we were like, me and my friends were out in the common room playing like pool or something, and I think you were just kind of wandering around the hallway.
I was in my room.
Your door was open, I think.
Yeah.
You left your door open, and I think one of our friends knew you from like choir or something.
Yeah.
And popped in and was like, "Hey, want to come hang out with us?" And I'm very specific with like videos and pictures I take, and I'll like be like, "Oh yeah, I know what day that was from." There was a video of like just us playing pool, and I hear you in the background doing like the home improvement like noise. And I know it's you because no one else sounds like you. And so every time I come across it, I think it's like once every year in my Snapchat memories, like December or November, I hear that and I was like, wow.
Why?
We hung out like 6 years ago.
Why do I make that noise?
I don't know. I don't know what the context was. But then I remember, I don't know if you stuck around, but we got like Buffalo Wild Wings, and then...
No, I left because you guys went up to some random room on like the 8th floor, and I had no idea who you were, like who they were. So I was like, I'm just gonna go back to my dorm.
That was the cool part though, because we lived, our building was so communal. So like, there were always different people, and like you could just kind of go back to your room if you wanted to, or if you wanted to go to the 8th floor to see some random person, you would.
I was mostly in my room.
And that's okay. And here's the funny thing too is, you lived down the hall, but next to my room is where the twins lived.
Yeah.
And I think Landon, my roommate now, who was my roommate freshman year, referred to them as the Overwatch twins.
But it's wrong because they didn't play Overwatch, and I was the Overwatch kid.
So I think we just like by association we thought they played Overwatch too, and we'd be like, yeah, the Overwatch twins just got back, or something like that. But then I learned that you were an Assassin's Creed guy.
Yeah.
And so in my head that was like my association.
Still says it.
Yeah, you've had that hat for how long?
Still says it. Forever.
So yeah, that was like my introduction to you, and that was the only time we hung out. Fast forward 4 years. 2019. So it was more like 3 years. And then we hadn't hung out with each other. It was just like we had that one time and then just silence. We didn't even like really talk on like Facebook or anything, or
never.
I like maybe a few times, but nothing memorable. And then one of my roommates shows up with you and all of your roommates. You lived right across the hall.
Yeah. In
our senior year. Our buddy Ed, and he goes, "You want to go sledding?"
So
and I'm chilling. It's like cold outside. I'm chilling, like playing video games in the living room. I'm like barefoot, and I'm like, "Nah, I think I'm just gonna like hang out here for the night." And all I hear is, "Come on!" And then I was like, "Wait, there's more people." And I poke my head out the door, and Justin and all of his roommates are just sitting there, and he's like, "Come on!"
So we were all sitting there in our townhouses were set up like. So it was me and 3 other people on the bottom floor, and then 2 people on the top floor of my townhouse. And then across in his townhouse, you guys had like, what, 8 people or something?
Yeah, we were the one with 8 people.
Yeah, so you had 8 people. So you all lived in that one, we all lived in this one, and we're all sitting there, and we're all just waiting for the class cancellation notification for the next day because it was like a blizzard outside and they weren't canceling class.
I don't think it ever happened.
No, it happened. And it ended up happening. Yeah. So we were all sitting there in the living room and we were like, wait, it was just like, come on, please just cancel. Class gets canceled. We all stay up and we're like, we should go sledding right now. So we go outside and we didn't have any actual sleds. So we took trash bags and we put them around our legs and we went down the hill. But yeah, we just like stormed into their townhouse and was like, hey, let's go sledding.
It's true.
And then you started streaming, and here we are.
Yeah. One thing I should add too, not to, linger on the story too long, but you guys had a White Claw Christmas tree, and after we went sledding, we hung out in your townhouse for like 2 hours, and then you all started going to bed, and so me and Ed were like, okay, let's go back home. And so we're leaving, and Ed goes, yo, watch this. He takes a piece of tape and like slides it in between like the door latch so that it doesn't actually like close. And he goes, I'm going to go back in there later and steal something. And so whatever, I'm like, I don't want any part of this. And the next morning I wake up, it's like 9-10 a.m. I come downstairs, and in our living room is the White Claw Christmas tree on our kitchen table. It's not on the floor. It's on top of the table. And then what happens, like an hour later, more of our roommates are awake. We're just hanging out in the living room, and we just get banging on the door. Ed opens the door. Justin and his roommates come storming in. They're like, okay, where is it?
And they like hid it in their closet. So the way the White Claw Christmas tree happened was it was Thanksgiving break and everyone left. But I stayed during Thanksgiving break. And I went to the liquor store, got White Claw, and I drank all the White Claw, and I surprised them all with a White Claw Christmas tree.
It's a pretty iconic Christmas tree.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was
but
Merry
yeah, and then
Clawmas, everybody.
Mufassa's the reason I started streaming. Fun fact. He's my inspiration, my muse, my rock, and which is why I wanted to ask you a very important question.
Get the fuck out of here. What the heck? So, Meg, how do you know Galeer? No.
Yeah, your story must be very interesting.
That was crazy.
Well, how do you know me?
I watch his stream sometimes. It's true.
Wow.
Occasionally.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool story.
Enough about all this stuff.
I don't remember, to be honest. I
think
how I met you.
I think it's through Mufassa.
Somehow.
Yeah.
I think you rated him on his birthday
stream. Oh wait, we played Gang Beast.
That was
yeah, but
that
was
the first time we like talked.
Well, you and I played Gang Beast, and then that night he was doing his anniversary or birthday stream or something. I think his birthday stream, and then I was like, you should rate Galeer. So then you rated Galeer.
True.
And then
I was like really drunk on stream playing music, and it was like we finally made like the 12 hours, and it was a heartwarming
like as
moment.
he was ending, yeah.
Yeah.
But so all that happened, and it was a wonderful time.
Yeah, and here we are.
Crazy.
We're balling out. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to have made such amazing friends on Twitch. I never thought I would make internet friends again. I don't want to say I took a break from the internet, but there was a point where I was I would game primarily on PC, made a lot of internet friends, and then I used a shitty like gaming laptop, and then my laptop crashed. I moved to console gaming and would only really play with like friends I knew in real life. And so in my head I was like, I didn't think I would end up like making friends on the internet again. And now like a majority of my friends, people who I consider friends and good friends, are on the internet.
Yeah.
And Meg is coming on the 27th to see Bill Murray with us.
My fucking god.
Come on, guys.
For the last hour, we've been like, so you're coming to see Bill Murray, right?
We've been hounding her.
We'll see.
But it should be noted that this is also the Bill Murray fan club right here.
Yeah, I love Bill Murray.
It's true.
So we're not referring to the comedian either.
Yeah. So what happened with Bill Murray was boring Brad Bill Murray Park. It's true. So the way Bill Murray, I would say our love for Bill Murray happened was for literal months. Galeer was like, you should listen to Bill Murray. And I was like,
True.
I don't know who that is. And then I never listened to them. And then Meg, I was playing Clone Hero, and you and Vile came in, And you were like, you should get Bill Murray and Clone Hero. And I was like, I don't know who that is.
And then you made the best choice in your life.
And then I downloaded Bill Murray and Clone Hero.
I was lurking in Galeer's stream and I heard it in the background and I was like,
yeah, that's how I found out.
And
yeah.
you were like, you know Bill Murray? And I was like,
I know, because not a lot of people do.
And
it's
then,
like such a small audience.
And then all three of you hounded me.
Yeah, it was great.
And now we're all going on the 27th to Bill Murray. And it's going to be a great time. Meg got a plane ticket.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I get to drive Mufassa's ass around.
It's true, and we're getting Taco Bell. Don't forget.
It's gonna be
my friends plays with him sometimes. Brad says.
That's cool.
Brad knows Bill Murray.
Dude, Bill Murray is playing on the same stage that I performed on December 10th last year, and that isn't that crazy, but like it's still cool because.
That's pretty poggers.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Now, did you guys hear? This is completely off topic, very different topic. Did you guys hear the wonderful news today on Twitter? Tweeted by Hard Mountain Dew. Hard Mountain Dew is coming out 2/22.
You already told me that.
That's in 4 days.
4 days.
I'm an alcoholic.
We're gonna try it on stream, remember?
I would like to, yeah. But they tweeted about it today, like being like, we're announcing the states on Tuesday. So hopefully it comes out in both of our states. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They're only announcing in certain states?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to release nationwide
weird,
yet.
Though.
Well, then I'm out. Why would they release it to North Dakota?
I'll just send you some.
That is true.
I'll send you some.
Fuck! But also, like, North Dakota is, like, the capital of alcoholism.
Right.
So, like, they should. That's a big revenue for them.
They probably will. They probably will.
A lot of...
Okay.
Is that like
past like a lifted Ford? That guy is drinking Mountain Dew for a fact. So if they did not release it to North Dakota, they are missing out.
Is that statistically true? North Dakota being
dude, they drink.
Can I get numbers? Because I feel like a lot of people could say that for their state. You know, like I feel like I could say that about Massachusetts.
Okay, tell me if you have you ever been to North Dakota?
Why would we go to North Dakota?
Yeah, first off, why would I go there? From the last state on any tourist list, Macaroni Tony. GCW reference. It's true though.
I love GCW.
I love GCW too. Mufasa, you're also the reason I kept doing GCW, so thank you for that.
Glad
We've got the leader of the pack here, and
we're taking over
Twitch.tv Women's Champion. That's
Meg.
Crazy.
Did you know that you're killing it in the pack, and you you are a part of the pack, and you are currently a title holder in the pack. Isn't that crazy?
It's true.
You're doing it.
We're so proud of you. Well, the pack is kind of cringe, but
well, I don't know about that. So Meg, how many people are alcoholics in there?
That's what I'm looking.
In North Dakota. Do tell. I'm very curious.
Per capita, I'm looking.
Are you though?
Yes, there's a lot of information. I don't understand what's being said.
How many people drink?
Number 10, South Dakota. Number 9, Idaho. Number 8, Alaska. 7, Wisconsin. 6, Vermont. 5, Montana. Number 4, North Dakota.
Okay,
number
keep
4,
reading.
All the states.
What about 3, 2, and 1?
3 is Nevada, which Las Vegas, dog.
Yeah.
2 is Delaware, and 1 is New Hampshire.
What the fuck's going on in Delaware?
Nothing happens in Delaware. What the fuck?
Well,
that's why they need to drink.
Alcoholics, yeah. I mean, that's
bored.
why North Dakota's alcoholics. There's nothing but churches
bored.
and bars. That's literally what North Dakota is. It's just.
So, do you live in a desert?
Dosage goes excluding Meg. There's 6 other alcoholics.
Oh my god.
6 other people. Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm becoming an alcoholic. Are you an alcoholic too?
Who?
Both of you.
No, I don't drink ever.
What about you, Mufasa?
Well, I'm not an alcoholic, but sometimes.
Is the release of Mountain Dew hard seltzer going to change that?
It's not hard seltzer. It's hard Mountain Dew.
Oh. Oh, I thought it was seltzer.
I don't think
no,
so.
if it was seltzer, I would not be in.
Yeah, I wouldn't be excited.
I would not be excited at all.
All right, word. Well, that's still pretty awesome.
That's better. I'm very excited for Hard Mountain Dew, I must say.
Very excited. I'm a big Mountain Dew guy. I had a nice tall Baja Blast today from Taco Bell. And admittedly, I know they do. Admittedly, earlier in the day while I was at work, I also got another Mountain Dew. So I'm
You're down bad for Mountain Dew.
I'm drinking at an alarming rate.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it though, you know, because I'm staying hydrated.
That's always good. You probably drink more water than me, and that's okay. Yeah. You probably drink more water than both of us combined.
How much water have you guys had today?
None. None. I don't drink water ever. I only ever drink coffee or energy drinks or juice.
So like no water at all today?
Or Sprite sometimes. No.
Meg.
That's pretty regular for me.
I'm really disappointed.
Do you know when I drink water? When people redeem hydrate. That's it.
I don't even have a redemption for hydrate because I don't like going out of my way to go get a water because I never have a water. So my
mom is the same way. She'll avoid it at all costs, and then she'll get very dehydrated and get headaches and
yeah, I'll chug water when I'm like feeling thirsty, which is when you're already dehydrated.
I just want you to take care of yourself. You know, look out for yourself. I care about your health and well-being.
I'm not throwing myself down the stairs, so I mean, I'm taking pretty good care of myself.
So okay, if you're not falling down the stairs, then you're good.
Yeah.
But if you're falling down the stairs, danger, Will Robinson. It's
Danger, Will Robinson. I just finished watching that.
So. Mufasa.
What is this?
That's from Lost in Space.
I actually didn't know the reference. I was gonna wait for Meg to say it.
Oh wow!
my mom used to say it. I just went with it. Mufasa.
Yeah, that's
how much water have you had today?
Like.
More than me.
Oh man.
It's more than me. It's more than me.
You know what's funny?
Hydrate.
I bring this to work. It just kind of sits there.
And you don't drink it. Yeah, that's what I did today. I brought this to work and took like 2 sips.
That's also what happens to me. My thing is like, if it's not ice cold, I will not drink it. Period. Like I can have water. I'll bring a water with me every day to bed, but I'll have to make sure that it's cold when I bring it to bed. I'll take like one sip before I go to bed. I'll put it down and it will never touch it again.
Do you have like one of these like that keeps the temperature?
No.
You should invest in one because honestly, like I was the same way. Like I have other water bottles that are, you know, I put water in it and it's cold, but then it loses that probably in like 2 hours.
I guess I have a Yeti.
If I put this ice in this and some water overnight, and then I wake up the next morning, it's still there and it makes me want to drink it. I don't like drinking like room temp water. I can't do it.
I'm also like a picky bitch. Like I don't like to drink my water from a metal spout.
Okay.
Or a straw or that's plastic.
Very specific.
I only like it from a plastic bottle and that is it. And it's so bad, I know, and I need to convert. And I tried. I used my Starbucks cup the other day and I filled it up from my little fridge filter. Because we're bougie now. We have a house. It's crazy. Anyway, so I filled it up with water. And I think the filter is like old or something because it literally tastes like plastic. Like the water tastes like plastic.
Yeah, you got to replace that filter.
And I'm like, oh my god, I can't drink the water.
How's the house coming along in general? Talking about the house.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
The background looks good.
That's so fun and awesome.
That's so fun and awesome and expensive.
Sorry, I realized that sounded very sarcastic. That's actually very fun and very awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's good so far. I'm still living out of my living room right now. We can't really live in our basement yet.
That's okay.
Which is kind of a bummer, but
it's we're going to
re-carpet the basement. But then we found a leak in the basement. So now we need to figure out where the leak's coming from and why, and then recarpet it. So all that's very expensive. And we're just kind of avoiding that right now.
Just like push it aside.
Yeah, I'm like, Just wait till I get a COVID relief check.
So I want to call back real quick to that infamous freshman year that me and Mufussy met.
Yeah.
So in my room, I kept my shoes on top of my dresser. And the dressers back then, they're very tall dressers.
Yeah.
One morning I woke up and there was brown like shit water from the bathroom above leaking on my shoes. They were like very nice pairs of basketball shoes, like Nike basketball shoes. I probably never wear them like now, but I was very upset and they were all ruined and I didn't notice until like it had stopped leaking and it had like dried. And so I called the plumber to come fix the leak. He fixed it. And then I talked to the resident director and I was like, "Hey, could I get like reimbursed for this? I did not like expect this nor did I want this to happen." And he said, "Sorry, we don't do reimbursements for damages." And I'm like, "This is not my fault. That's
shit
like
water.
$120 worth of shoes." And I just lost it. And he was like, "Sorry, there's nothing I can do."
To be fair, the RD from freshman year was a dick.
Shout out.
He was not
Shout
a nice
out.
person. Beep, beep, beep. He was.
I didn't have to deal with him too much.
He wasn't
thankfully.
good. He was stinky. Stinky. Well, that's good. You have a house.
The house is awesome. Moving is a very fun but also very stressful time, but I hope you're managing and doing okay.
There's still lots of boxes, but we're getting there.
Slowly
okay.
but surely.
It took
you
me
have
about
so much time.
I think the best part about it is just like seeing Pepper and Ellie run around. Now they have like 3 whole floors to just fuck around, and it's kind of nice.
Oh my god, how's Pepper?
She's good. I don't think she's not sleeping back there like she usually is, but she's good. She's just a little crazy lady.
Yeah.
What was she doing today? Oh, the Q-tips.
Oh yeah, the Q-tips.
Do tell.
What about the
I
Q-tips?
went into my bathroom and there was like 12 Q-tips on the floor just torn up. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in here, man? So she gotta get locked out of the bathroom now. She just eats Q-tips. Not eats them, but she just tears them up.
We have to lock Nugget out of the bathroom now because he eats the trash bag.
Oh no.
And he'll just go in there. Like, so before we started shutting the door, he would just go in there and he just sits on the toilet and he won't move. Like, he would just sit on the toilet seat and you go and like pick him up and move him and he just like turns limp. He's like, why are you sitting here? Why do you want to sit here? But it's so weird. It's just such a wacky cat, dude.
Animals are crazy.
Yeah, and I was telling Meg earlier because he was doing it while I was setting up, but he opens my closet doors. Because they're like pull out. It's like accordion style, so you like pull it to the sides, but he like pulls the bottom corner and it just opens the whole fucking door.
Oh my gosh.
So every day when I get home from work, the closet door's open because he just goes in there.
My girlfriend just got a bunny, probably maybe like a month and a half ago now. Sweet little bunny, very sweet little bunny. But the other day, I stayed over and her and her roommate left for work pretty early, so I slept in, and I woke up to just this like, I don't even know what it was, this like scratching, like banging noise, and it sounded like it was coming from outside the door, and I was like, is someone here? Like, did someone stay home? It wasn't even thumping. It was I leave and the bunny's like in her little, she has like a little enclosure, and she's just chilling in there. She has this like foam matting underneath her.
Yeah.
All torn up. And I'm like, oh no, what did you do? It's like all ripped up, this really nice little mat that they got for her to like walk on, all torn up, and she's like gnawing on the cage.
Oh,
and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna let you out so that I can worry about cleaning this. And so I let her out. She's probably getting anxious from like chilling in there for too long. So I let her roam around, and I go to like start like sweeping up the pieces of the foam mat, and she like, no, laser locks onto me and is like, don't touch that. Don't touch that. That's mine. And I'm like, all right. Okay. And she's usually not like that though. She's a very sweet bunny, but she's been kind of sassy lately. So we're trying to, you know.
Is it just the one bunny?
It's just one bunny, yeah. Okay. She doesn't do good with other bunnies.
I heard that they're like really hard to take care of if you get them together, because like if you have to separate them for anything, like you have to take them to the vet together, even if only one of them is getting like anything done, like because like the other one will freak out. Like
Really?
so I heard that bunnies are pretty hard to take care of.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, she has like a pretty good reputation from the shelter. Although the only thing that they told us is like she doesn't do well with other bunnies. So, and it's weird because when we went to go like meet her at the shelter, they had her in a room with like 2 kennels where she was in one and the other bunny. So we let her out of her kennel and like just like got to get to know her a little bit. And then she'd go over to the other kennel and like start like nibbling at the other bunny's cage. And then I was like, okay, I see like what they meant by don't bring her near other bunnies, but why are they keeping her in here with another bunny? I don't know, but
makes no sense.
I think she's very protective of like her space. So I try to be like nice and slow and like gentle when like if I am giving her food or like filling her hay up or cleaning up something. You know, just respect the space and respect her. She'll respect you back because, you know, bunnies are very smart too, and you can train them, but it takes a while.
I think ferrets are cool as shit.
Oh, I had a friend who had like 3 ferrets, and they were so cool. She'd let them just like run around the house.
They're like little noodles, dude.
Yeah, you could literally like they have no spine.
The only person I've met that had ferrets was like when I was a kid, like my very first house. We lived there for 10 years, and like I remember my across the street neighbor had this house, and I just remember having it like an elevator. It had like an elevator, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I lived in this stupid like small town, so like it was just the weirdest thing. Anyways, but
like a legit like
they had
elevator though.
Yeah, like it was like a pretty ghetto elevator. It wasn't like a ding, you know, like but like well, like it was so weird. But anyways, they had like 4 or 5 ferrets, and that's like the one thing I just remember. I just remember like they're they're so cute, but like I don't know, they can stink if they don't take care of them.
Yeah, that's
you have
what
to
I hear.
Really clean their cages and stuff, and like make sure they're clean.
But they're so cute though.
Yeah, they are. They're very cute.
Little noodles.
I hear they can be stinky and greasy.
I used to have 2 guinea pigs back in the day. They were fat fucks, dude. I had some. I would get a guinea pig.
I feel like guinea pigs. I feel like. Do you think they'd be easier to take care of than like a rabbit?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely easier. The only thing is like if you let them out of their cage and like they will piss. So like you have to like put a towel down.
Can you potty train them?
I don't know.
Because like for example, like the bunny's potty trained. She knows where to go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is fucking awesome.
You might be able to.
Then we don't have to worry about her pissing everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I want like a small animal. I've also been thinking like maybe a reptile. Because 2 years ago, right before the pandemic, I had 2 friends who were moving in together, and they had to get rid of a bearded dragon. And so I was like, ooh, I've been wanting to take care of one. And so I adopted Cedric, the
Cedric.
He was his growth was stunted, and he was like 2 years old, but he only grew to this length.
Oh,
which is
no
crazy
way.
because bearded dragons are supposed to get
they're
very
huge,
big.
right?
And in my head, I thought there was like such thing as like a dwarf bearded dragon. Like I was convinced. And so I was at like PetSmart or whatever, and I was like, "Yeah, what do you recommend for like a dwarf bearded dragon?" They were like, "What is that?" There's no such thing as that. And I was like, "Well, I have a bearded dragon that's this big, and he's 2 years old." And then come to find out, he was the runt of his litter, and like his growth was stunted. He lost his 2 back feet, and so he'd get around just with his front feet. He was such a homie. He was so cool. And like if he needed to go bask on his rock, I got you, bro. I'll push you up there. And unfortunately, he got ringworm and passed away about a month after I had him. But
rip.
I like want another one, but I don't want one that'll grow big. The idea of like a giant lizard, a giant reptile scares me. Like a small, I feel like a
you
small
want
one
like
because like I would have dreams when I had Cedric. I would have dreams that like he all of a sudden grew big and was like crawling in my bed, and that freaked me out.
He like mutated.
It doesn't freak me out. Like small Cedric doesn't freak me out though, you know. But like I've been thinking about it. Another thing though that's
I really wanted a corn snake. Those things stay small.
A corn snake?
Corn snakes, they're so cute.
No, let me.
I've wanted a corn snake forever. Like they're just so cute. But like
Corn snake. Oh yeah.
I was always afraid that Ellie would get in the cage. Do things.
Mm.
But I pet sat for a bearded dragon who was about this big. He was pretty
Crazy
big.
how big they get.
But that's like measuring from like head to tail. Like he wasn't like thick. Like that was on his whole body.
Yeah.
To be fair, like his body was probably like this big, and then like his tail was like this long.
Yeah.
But I babysat for like this little bearded dragon, and I let him and Ellie in the same room, and Ellie was fucking terrified.
Oh, like out of the cage or whatever.
Yeah, I just let them like vibe together, and Ellie was fucking terrified. She did not.
She's like, "What the fuck is that?"
So I'm like, maybe if I did get a snake, maybe it'd be okay. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it would stay in its cage most of the time, so I don't know. As long as it didn't get in the cage,
right?
Maybe, hopefully, in theory.
Finn, when I got Cedric, Finn knew something was up. He couldn't figure it out. But basically, I had like replaced.
Finn is your dog, for context to anyone.
Yeah, Finn, sorry, my dog, my sweet baby boy. Finn's in the chat, please. Finn, I replaced like I think my record player. I replaced that spot on the table with Cedric's tank, and every time he would come in my room from that point forward, he would go over the tank and like sniff it. I don't think he could see, like, even if Cedric was right in front of him, I don't think he could like see Cedric. So he just was like, but he knew something was up, and he'd like sniff. And then when Cedric would like move, you could hear him like sliding around. Finn would be like laying in my bed, and then he'd poke up and like look at it, but I don't think he saw through the glass. Cool thing though, actually no, this isn't a cool thing. Part of the reason I'm turned off from like getting a reptile is, and I know not all reptiles are like this, but Cedric was he liked live crickets. He liked, because some reptiles like live food, some don't care.
Yeah. And
you had to take care of the crickets too. So I had to keep a box. I had to keep a box with a bunch of crickets in it. I had to every so often feed them this gel so that they'd have their nutrients, so that they would have nutrients in them, and then Cedric would eat the nutrients. The idea of keeping a box of crickets in my room scared the fuck out of me. So what I would do is I'd cleared out a space in one of my dresser drawers and shoved the box in there and closed it until I'd need it again. Well, because also they had to be dark. They had to be in a dark place because that's their environment.
So did you ever just like hear them vibing in there?
So they were the type of crickets that don't like chirp, but
okay.
You would occasionally, if it was quiet enough, you could hear them bouncing around in there.
That's fucked.
Enough for me.
I know, and the only fun part about that was feeding the crickets, because like you'd use this giant pair of like wooden tweezers and like pick them out, and then sometimes I would drop them in and let him hunt for them, but sometimes I would feed them right to him. And I have videos of him like feeding on the crickets, and it's like,
I hate bugs.
Not for me.
I hate bugs too.
Even when I was like reptile sitting for like the little bearded dragon, I was feeding like live, I think they're called mealworms. They're fat little ones.
Those are fucking gross.
And I was like, this is fucking disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
I literally have to keep these fuckers in my fridge to keep them from moving around with my food. I'm gonna have to keep these fuckers in with my food in the fridge.
Whack.
Like, that's so gross.
So I think if I were to get another reptile, which I am very heavily considering, I'm gonna ask my landlord. I don't know if it's an issue, but
probably not.
It's probably not an issue because they're not, they're in a tank. I still have all of Cedric's old stuff, but like I would make sure that it's a reptile that they know only likes already dead like bugs, because I know some are into that. Like I could do that, or like dry food. Some eat. Or vegetables even. I'd be down to feed vegetables. Like,
just like hand him a head of lettuce. Say, here you go, bud.
Yeah, here, have at it. But instead of like a bearded dragon, I don't know, maybe like a gecko or something. I kind of get freaked out by certain reptiles' eyes. That scares me. Certain ones. I'm very picky, but
so like
bugs.
How do you feel about the ones that are like on the side?
Like I don't know. I guess it would depend. I need to meet them. Maybe I'll go like tomorrow or something. I don't know. Make an impulse buy.
We're pushing the deadline sooner and sooner by talking about
it. But another thing that was scary for me with Cedric was washing him, because I learned you had to, clean him every so often. Just give him a bath of water. Really, just run some, or like put some water in your hands and kind of just like run it over him. The first time I did it, oh my god, I was so terrified because he's this small little dude, and I didn't know, like, I had read on how to grab him. You're supposed to kind of like put your hand under him and let him walk onto your hand, but the cage was at such an awkward angle that like I couldn't get him to do it, so I ended up grabbing him just like by the sides and quickly like putting him on my hand, because I didn't want to hurt him. He's this tiny little thing. And I was like shaking. I was like, "Oh, please, I don't want to hurt you." And then I like put him in this little like Tupperware thing, and then put some water on him, and then quickly pick him up and put him back in. I was so scared I was gonna like hurt this guy. But yeah, he got ringworm, and then what sucked was I also had to sample his poop. I won't get too graphic here, but I basically had to put it in a bag and like keep it refrigerated, bring it to the vet. And so I brought it to them. By the time they took like 3 days to get back to me with results. By the time they got back to me, it was too late. I had to call them to get the results, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we have them. Thanks for letting me know. What's up? Thank you."
What the fuck?
But whatever. Cedric lived a great life. Rip Cedric, we love you.
Can we get Rip Cedric in the chat, please?
Can we get Rip Cedric, please?
Rip Cedric. Oh my god.
But I definitely might look again.
Get another?
That was one thing that I was really like surprised by when I was bearded dragon sitting. I was like, he liked lettuce. He liked lettuce and I think carrots. So I'd give him like shredded carrots and lettuce, and dude, that boy munched up.
They eat a lot, especially at that age, like in that size.
And with like the worms and stuff, he was just chowing down. I was like, go,
Just
man,
munching.
go. But like you were saying, like my biggest thing was like I was like, oh my god, I don't want to accidentally like squeeze him too hard. Even though like he was bigger than yours, like I was like so scared.
You don't want to hold them the wrong way.
I was like,
yeah,
I don't want to fucking.
I think their skin
you,
is sensitive too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Another thing too was like, I couldn't get over the bugs. Also, one time I was feeding him a bug, and I accidentally slipped, and the bug went onto my fucking carpet. And then Finn's in the room.
That'd be it for me.
Thankfully, Finn was there. He fucking eats the freaking.
Finn was like, "Oh, snack."
Oh yeah, Finn.
He runs over. Oh
Finn
boy.
eats more bugs than I think he would like to admit. You know those little I
Call
don't
him
know if they're
bug
stink
eater
bugs,
next time you
those
see
little,
him.
you know those like beetles that sometimes will. You ever get like
Oh, the
these-
ones with the weird antennas.
Oh,
that,
box
like
elder bugs?
What'd you just
Probably.
say? What?
They're like gray, greenish colors. They're like pretty.
Oh.
They're pretty common in people's houses. Like they get into people's houses. a
Wait,
lot.
Meg, what was you? What?
Oh, well, a really common beetle that like gets into people's houses here is a box elder bug.
Box?
Is that what you're
Fox
saying?
elder?
Box elder,
Oh,
like
box?
like
Elder bug.
yeah, and
let's
it's
see.
like a black beetle.
Galere,
with, like,
share your
little
screen
red
if you
marks.
can. I want to see this bug.
Yeah, hang on.
Box elder.
Sorry,
Oh, you're fine.
I spelled it bug.
Bug. Oh.
So-
What the fuck
this,
is that?
This isn't what I'm talking about.
No.
Hang on.
Yeah, I hate them. They're
Oh,
scary.
that sucks.
I don't know what to. How?
Apparently, they taste like sugar.
Household
Apparently,
bug.
Who
I
the
wouldn't
fuck
know.
ate
I
one?
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Miles said they taste
Oh!
like
These guys.
sugar.
These guys.
Oh, these fuckers are annoying, dude.
That you find them
Never
in your
seen
house, right?
All the time.
I like never see them outside.
In like
is what
fall/winter.
So not this. I'm trying to find a
No.
picture of them from above.
No, it's not a stink bug
No.
though. Is it-
I know. I this guy.
Oh, that dude, he freaks me out, and his wings are massive for some
But
reason.
they don't fly. I've never seen them fly.
No,
I mean, they must fly.
mine used to.
Yours, it's like you had like a pet.
So there was
So
there's
hang on. If I
there's a
can hear.
YouTube video on my channel. It's fucked. Hold on, I can't do that.
Oh, I thought you were scared of this.
Yeah, the bug.
Yeah,
the bug
this
here.
is saying it's a stink bug.
It is. Bro, they
Yeah,
never
so,
stunk when I crushed
Well,
them.
okay, yeah. When you that's the thing though. If you pick them up or crush them, for me, they would stink. But Finn would eat these. Finn would be the household cleaner of these guys. He loved them.
Wacky. But so
Yeah.
there's a YouTube video on my channel called The Bug Incident. We were recording a Minecraft video and and I just start freaking out in the video because that one of those fuckers started flying around.
It's
And
scary.
I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And he kept like hitting my screen and shit. He would just
my
like fly
gosh.
around. So there's a moment in it where I'm just like standing up, like trying to find him. I'm just like searching around my room.
Nope,
It's too much for me. No, thank you.
dude. I'm a big spider hater. I hate spiders.
Have you guys ever seen box elder bugs where you guys live?
No,
Nope.
I've never seen that.
They're like really common here. Like
I'm
anytime it's like
also-
humid, they're like always around. Like around like July, like and sometimes you only really see them in the winter if they're in your house, which is I don't know where the fuck they come from, but
Yeah.
like
I get somehow
Really
I'm on a
depends
4th
on-
floor of an apartment, and somehow I get so many ants in the summer.
really
Yeah, and to the point where like I remember one morning. Thankfully, this only happened once, but I woke up because I felt something crawling on me, and I woke up and it was an ant, and I'm like, nope.
Nope.
oh
But
So,
then like
um,
I'll see them crawling occasionally, like one will get through like the AC in the window, or like a lot of them in the kitchen because admittedly our kitchen's pretty messy and we leave sometimes we leave food out.
Oh
But-
no.
do
so
you
is-
guys get a lot of ticks where you guys live or no?
In the
Uh,
like summertime, you have to be careful of ticks. They
Yeah,
don't just like hang out in houses, but
I
they
keep-
no.
no.
Yeah.
I keep an eye out, especially for my dog because
Ticks scare the
he's gotten a
fuck
few.
out of me.
They're
dude.
I'm
freaky,
so
right?
scared.
Can't.
Thankfully, dude,
have a tick
my
story.
legs are
Me
so
too.
my legs and my arms are so hairy. So one time I got a tick, but it couldn't get to my like skin because my legs were
Got
like,
stuck in
fucking,
the
like
hair.
tall grass.
So real quick before we go into the tick incidents, so Zach in chat, Shia LaBuya, he goes, oh wait, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. He goes, I stick those between my window and the screen, and they starve them so they don't stink. That is absolutely
Oh
true.
my God.
In his bedroom, his window if you look at the window, there's just like dead bugs and a bug trap sitting there because if there's a bug, he just shuts the window.
I mean, like I admit to have done that a few times, but if I can get them outside, I'll try to, or just kind of like push them in the right direction.
Yeah.
But that happens a lot or even they'll just get themselves stuck in between the window, and I just don't notice until it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah, Meg, tell your tick story. I'm curious.
I was like in the shower one day because like I went hunting like a couple nights beforehand, like deer hunting, and I didn't really like. I did a whole tick check like I always do every time I go hunting, like because I checked like I literally checked front, back, like my hair, everything, and then I was I went in the shower like the next day. And I'm like scrubbing my head. I'm like, oh, this one spot on my head is like kind of itchy. So I'm like itching it, and like I don't think anything of it. And then I look down just as I'm doing it, and a tick is just going down the drain. I fucking screamed so loud.
Oh my god!
I almost fucking slipped in the shower. It was so nasty. I was like, so I was like, Mom, get your ass in here and search my head right now. I was like, you're gonna search my entire head.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then I'm just paranoid for like the next like 4 hours that follow, and I'm like, oh my god.
Because it's like, do I have any more on me?
They're everywhere.
Yeah. So
then you just feel the creepy crawlies. Oh, it's the worst, dude.
Me and all the pals went on a hike one time, and Frank was we were going through the woods as we do, and then Frank had to take a piss, and he peed, and then nothing, we think nothing of it. We all do our tick checks, and then we get back to his house. And he's sitting in the bathroom, and we just hear, Amber! And so she goes in there, and sure enough, he had a tick on there.
Uh-oh. That's not fun. That's my worst nightmare.
Tick out his dick.
Tick dick.
Oh my god.
Tick dick. Yeah, it was
wow.
It was a funny experience for all of us. We were just heard him and we were laughing at him.
Pain.
That's terrible though. Absolutely terrible. Scary.
I hate bugs. I hate them.
I do too.
Bugs are whack.
Not a fan. I mean, you seem to, for someone who hates bugs, you seem to.
Whoa! Whoa! That was for a video. It's for the content. I don't eat bugs normally.
A little defensive there. You don't need to get so defensive.
I don't eat a cockroach for content.
Okay,
I didn't eat a cockroach.
What if
I did not eat a cockroach? I dressed as one.
Would you?
What did
if
you
someone
eat in
like,
sandwich?
What'd you say?
What was in the sandwich?
Oh, that
was
was
a giant fucking thing.
That was no, that was a water bug.
Oh.
A water beetle.
Meg, if somebody gave you like a very generous donation, would you then eat a cockroach?
No.
No matter how much money?
It's dried and dead.
What if they like guaranteed you if you eat this bug?
It's dried.
We're all dried.
Would you eat a cockroach?
Well, okay. Obviously it's dried. It's one of the ones you buy on Amazon.
Would you eat a dried cockroach?
I don't even know where you would source one of those. I've never seen one of them.
You can literally buy it on Amazon. That's where we got all our bugs. I'm not even kidding.
He wasn't. I don't think you ate live bugs.
We didn't eat live ones, no.
Oh God, thinking about eating live bugs.
But it was so gooey still.
No, that was the cheese.
Oh. Oh yeah, the bug cheese on the inside.
No, none of the bugs were good.
There was
filling. Okay. Hold on. Let me take this back a little bit.
They were all cheese filling.
So all the bugs that we ate were dried and dead, right? Including the tarantula that we ate. Very, very scary. Don't recommend eating a spider. No, big no.
What is wrong with you?
But so one of the bugs in particular, the June beetle. Those were like probably yay big, and they were chilling. There came a bunch of them came in a bag, and I would say those were the worst because those, even though all these bugs were dried, that one did juice up a little bit for some reason.
Nope.
It was a little whack.
Yuck! Stop it.
I'm just saying.
I'm done. I'm done with
I'm
this
just
conversation.
saying. Yeah, Drew
It's
was
not-
there.
it's
The
not
grilled cheese
food.
actually wasn't that bad. It really wasn't.
Trying it isn't totally out of the question.
The
I will say
mealworms
that. I've
tasted
eaten dried
like
crickets
fried
before.
onion. Yeah. Take that
It's like
and make
no
it the same.
biggie, it's whatever. But
That is
like,
the
they're
same-
crunchy. It's
That's
a
the same
salty
as all the
crunch-
other bugs.
But it's not it, dude.
It's
I don't
salty
know,
and
man.
crunchy.
That
You
ain't
just
it.
have to get past the
Feeling
part.
little legs in your mouth is not fun.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
It's
not good.
fucking
They get
fine.
stuck in your
It's not
teeth.
fine,
They get
bro.
stuck in your
Yeah,
teeth.
That's gross.
stop this.
And the tarantula was not good.
Slices.
Tarantula
Fuck off with
100%
the
got stuck in my
tarantula.
teeth
Shut the
too.
fuck up.
It was not good.
Shut up. You're canceled.
So we
You're
took
done.
it out of the
Oh,
bag.
we're canceling
And it-
Mufussy?
We're canceling Mufussy.
Yeah, that's not good.
Hashtag cancel culture.
Cancel.
It's not good.
Cancel.
But
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
you know what we got out of that stream? We ate a little bit of bugs.
Get some help.
You're nasty, bro.
Yeah, we ate a few bugs, but I got the cockroach costume out of it, and that's eternal. So
That is very true. That's a staple Mufussy.
that's a
meme.
staple.
Made Fossa, the cockroach.
Cock fossa.
Cock made. Cock made.
Fossa.
Cock fossa. Oh man.
That's what they call me.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what to tell you.
Oh, I meant to show you guys this. Wait.
You showing
I
us
put
your
on these-
cock?
No.
He's pulling his cock out.
Cock fossa. Yeah, I meant to show you guys.
He's pulling his cock
looks
out.
down.
Stop. So I put on these socks earlier, and
Cock
my mom
socks.
got me these gamer socks for Christmas.
Oh boy.
You know, like those like cringy like.
Yep.
Let me just show you. I didn't notice.
Gaming all night. Or like
I've had these
cringy
since,
ones
so they're
like
they're cool. They got controllers and shit and like joy pads and whatever.
Look at what it
Fuck's
says
a
on the
joy
bottom.
pad. I'm kidding.
Wait.
Please do not disturb.
I'm
If it was
kidding.
only I'm gaming, I would get those as a meme.
Well, now I can wear them as a meme because
I didn't realize.
Please
I've had
do
it for a
not
year.
disturb. I'm gaming.
I'm gaming. Leave me alone.
That's incredible.
I do be gaming.
I love those. You do be gaming. So earlier, I don't know if you want to go into this now. Earlier, before we started, we were talking about our tattoos and how we're all rebellious degenerates.
Yeah, we're like
Inked
so
up.
cool because we put ink on our skin, and like we're never gonna get jobs, and nobody's ever gonna accept us.
Right. Yeah, look
yeah,
at
I'm
me.
down to do a
Cartoon
tattoo
ass,
wall.
looking ass, fucking ass, lying on my arm.
Hey man,
Why
that's
am I
your-
gonna work with this?
I mean,
Well, you're
a bunch of
taking your
people.
shirt off and show me your tats.
I don't have anything on under this.
Okay,
I'm not
so
taking
take it
my shirt
off.
No,
Like
I'm
a hot
insecure.
episode of Ghost Adventures.
Actually, there's nothing to see. There's nothing to see on. I don't have any like body tattoos. Anyways,
Oh,
okay. I've been
Dizzy
kind of
with the one eye.
I've been kind of a chest piece critic for many years, but then Landon got a chest piece, and it looks really good. So now I want a chest piece, but I feel like I can't show it off because I'm insecure about my body. So it's on hold right now. But
Okay.
I have covered my arms in some tattoos. Should I go in like chronological order when I got them?
Now you have to wear long sleeves all year round. No one wants to look at those.
Many people I work with have finger tattoos. I've been considering getting the Galeer boat.
Show me
I'm
your
joking.
My under dick tat.
Vials
Why does
of
everyone think
show
I have
me
a
your
dick
under
tattoo?
tat. You do. I said that before on Dick Tat.
Should I get the Galeer boat down there?
Dick tattoo.
No, I actually have been thinking though about getting the Galeer boat like on the inside of my finger. If not here, then-
Under your dick. Oh. Or your arm.
yeah,
No,
and then
bro,
if
that'd
not
be
there,
really
then
cute,
under my
though.
dick.
What, under his dick?
No.
No, I wanted to.
You definitely got to get the Galeer boat. For sure.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. So this is the first one I got probably like Here, I should just take this off.
Whoa, we're going mobile.
Whoa.
So I got this in 2017. It's just a Celtic knot for family. I'm actually gonna put this back up. I don't like this. Oh. And then I don't know if you can see right there, but it's a broken wishbone.
Nice.
And then that was like $30. Then I got this Paramore tattoo.
Let's go.
Logo. And then I got this. Oh.
Nice.
So up here is a bleeding heart, and then these are Gerber daisies. Both flowers that my parents like. And then sorry. And then I got this.
This has happened.
I got this last year. This is my last tattoo. I got it almost a year ago. I keep putting off another tattoo because money. I'm like, yeah, I have enough money, and then the time comes for the appointment. I'm like, hey man, can I reschedule? I don't really have a lot of money right now. I got this right here. It's my dad's handwriting.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I think there's one on my left thigh that I'm not gonna show because it would require me to take off my pants. But how am I gonna show this one? This one's on my calf.
Feet pics. Oh,
It's upside down, but it's the it's from a Fall Out Boy album cover. It's two bears. It's a guy in a bear costume giving a piggyback ride to
an actual bear.
I like it.
Yeah. But anyways, I know this place in Providence called Ink Me, and it's actually where I got the one that I can't show, unfortunately. But they do 3-inch. If anyone in chat or anyone watching this is from or around the Rhode Island area, they do $50 for 3 inches with color on Mondays, I think, and then on Wednesdays they do $25 for 2 inches without color, arms or legs. Cool. And I want to go back. I feel like that's a good excuse to get a lot of tattoos because they're cheap. So if I get the Galeer boat, it's probably going to be there.
Yeah. You definitely should get the Galeer boat.
I would definitely get an ass tattoo at some point. I just don't know what it would be. But all right, Chad, what do we think?
Two Galeer boats.
What's the robot from Futurama?
Dizzy said my face.
I could get Dizzy's face.
I forgot his name, but
the robot?
Bender. There we go. One of my friends has Bender tattooed on his ass.
I would.
And then on the other ass cheek, he has a cheeseburger.
That's awesome.
It's pretty badass. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty good, but like not his ass, but like
look at his ass
on his ass.
I'm
posting them publicly. He's like, hey, bro, look at my ass.
Think. What's something like I really like that I would put on my ass?
Dizzy's face.
I'd put anything on my
Dizzy,
ass.
I could honestly, that would be a good bit. But like, what if Dizzy like murders my family one day? You know?
Oh my god.
Then his face is on my ass, and I can't do anything about it.
Well, then
I'm not saying Dizzy would murder my family.
Well, then you can cover it up with my face.
You could just put a red circle around him and then a cross in the middle. Just cross
I don't like this guy.
Just fuck this guy. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I'm trying to think. I could get the clean shaven Galeer legs emote on my ass.
Oh my god. Oh no. Standing on your ass.
Spam Galeer feet. Everybody
Galeer
spam
feet,
Galeer
please,
feet.
everybody.
Oh my god.
I'll get Finn.
Finn emo.
Oh my goodness.
Also, what about your tats, man?
Yeah, bro.
Just the one for now.
Do you have any plans?
I don't have plans. I just know I want to get more. Dude, it literally is. People always talk about how like, oh, I want to get a tattoo, and you get your one, and then you're like, oh, I need another. I literally felt that, and I understood for the first time as I was getting it. I was like, I kind of want another one.
Yeah, I will say though, there are a lot of places. If you try to avoid it at all costs, unless you really want to. Avoid getting it around or near your armpit, because even if you get it like right here, you will feel it in the nerve. Yes, literally. Did that hurt like a bitch?
No.
What?
I have a really high pain tolerance though.
But those like nerves are connected though, you know? Like when you get it here, it feels like the dude's needle is going in your armpit.
Yeah, and I have both my feet done, so like it also feels like I feel like whenever
feet?
Yeah, like
that's insane.
I gotta show my feet.
We're
getting banned, bro. Anyways, so
that's fucking sick.
So when I put my feet
that's cool.
When I put my feet together, both are the same. They're both half mandalas, so that makes a full mandala. Yeah.
You can do this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I make a full. Anyways, so it like literally when you're like tattooing your feet, it feels like right here is like in the middle of your fucking foot, and you're like, why does it feel like that? That's so weird.
How was walking afterwards?
So, it was fine. I wore my Vans right afterwards with socks on. It was okay. I mean, it was a little bit sore, but it wasn't like bad. Yeah. It wasn't unbearable. Surprisingly.
Can I tell a quick story?
Tips $20. Nice feet.
Oh my fucking god, Magic!
Well, that might have been the worst decision of your life.
What?
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 Huh?
What's the story?
What's the worst decision?
Oh, the story.
Oh, the story.
I'm getting asked different things. I was referring to the showing your feet on stream.
Oh.
But I also showed my gamer feet, so it's okay. So
we don't reveal the full feet. I just reveal the tats.
That's very true.
Keeping the money for later.
When I got this, this one made my arm bleed a lot, and they wrapped it up after whatever. And me and my girlfriend went out to dinner, and then we had dinner. We're paying, and then the waitress goes, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And she goes, "Your arm." My tattoo bled through the saran wrap they put on, bled through my sweatshirt. Giant bloody stain just coming out of my sweatshirt. And I had no idea. I was like, oh. This waitress was like freaking out. And I was like, oh, I just got a tattoo. I'm okay, but that's a lot of blood. Yeah. No, that was it.
You just bled through it all? Every layer?
Yeah.
Mine I didn't bleed that much. So I had I didn't have saran wrap, but they put one of the bandages on here. And there was a little bit. Yeah, there was a little bit, but it wasn't that much, honestly.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Are you going in chronological? Is that what we're doing?
Just I started chronologically, but then I kind of
maybe I should flip me. Fuck, because then it's gonna be that's fine. Actually, I don't think I don't have any words, so actually I'm okay. So I have. This is the first tattoo I got. It's super ugly.
Okay.
What is it?
It's kind of backwards, but I got this one when I was 17. It's a little teacup. It's kind of hard to tell. She's kind of ugly. I did no research. I was like, I'm gonna get a tattoo. And I was like, Mom, will you get one with me? Because it's the only way that I could get a tattoo under 18. Nice. I was like, I need to convince, I gotta have some reason. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this for my grandma, because we used to have tea parties or whatever. Anyways, I convinced my mom to get a tattoo with me. Did zero research. Looks like poo-poo. But it's okay, because it's meaning. It's all right.
Yeah, exactly. That you'll have that memory.
No regrets.
Yeah.
So then I got parallel lines on this arm all the way around.
Nice.
And then they were super blown out and shitty, and the tattoo artist sucked. And I once again did minimal research.
Were the lines at least straight?
I didn't learn. No, they weren't. Nice. They were super squiggly and awful.
Oh no.
So then I was taking a vacation. And I was like, fuck it, let's find another random tattoo artist, because we haven't learned our lesson yet. And let's get somebody to cover up these lines. So she, kind of fixed the lines. They're still kind of fucked up, TBH. But, then she added the little flowers and shit. And that's what this is. She was also high as fuck when she did it. And I was very scared that she was going to mess it up, because I had no idea. But then, 5 seconds beforehand, she's like, I'll be right back. And I was like, okay, shit, let's go. And then she came back and her breath just smelled like weed, and she was just high as fuck. And I was like, "Oh god, I'm scared, man!" Like,
Yikes.
but it turned out okay. It was all right. It was all right.
She probably got high to
And
get
then-
into the zone.
Yeah, and then after
Yeah.
that, I learned my lesson, and I was like, let's do research from now on.
Research is good.
Yeah, research is good, and you get what you pay for. Remember that, people.
Absolutely.
Then I got both my feeties.
Yeah, that's I just can't imagine how painful that would be.
And then I got this guy.
Whoa,
Sheesh.
that's fucking
Yeah,
insane.
she's kind of big.
How long did that
Super
take?
awkward. That took 8 hours. We did it in one session, and he was dope. He was super dope.
Nice.
So that was my first, I call it my real tattoo.
Mm.
Then I have one on my thigh, which would also require me to take off my pants, which I'm not doing. Sorry. Sorry, fam. And then I have one on my rib,
Nice.
and then one on my sternum.
Nice.
I think that's it.
So how many is that total?
I don't know. I'd have to count. Hang on.
2, 3.
I
I'm
think it's
counting.
9.
4, 5.
Oh wait, no, and then I got this baby. I forgot
Forgetting
this
about
one.
your stream one?
Oh, is that your stream one?
Yeah, he's a little ghost.
Oh, let's fucking go. That's sick.
He's so cute.
That's so cool.
I love him.
Shout out.
I almost
pretty
forgot the
epic.
ghosty.
Funny thing is I got the wishbone first, and then I got the love always after. And for some reason, it just didn't occur to me that, like, the placement of them. So now it looks like love always is being signed by the wishbone. Like, love always, wishbone. I didn't notice it until my friend pointed it out, and they were like, love always, Shane's wishbone. And I'm like, it like kind of bummed me out for a second. I was like, wait, no, that's actually kind of funny.
I think
I'm
it's
not
kinda
gonna mess with it. And on the topic of research too, I had the one on my thigh was done at that like cheap place, and the guy they put me with was like an apprentice, and he was like, hey, like he was very open and honest. He was like, hey, I just want to let you know, like I'm an apprentice. You're gonna have to sign this form just letting you, or letting the place know that like you consented to me doing your tattoo. He showed me all his work. He was really chill, but he was taking like way too long on it, and it was this small thing. I was getting so nervous, and then it turned out good at the end. But now, like a few years later, the line work, it's like, I don't know, I guess it looked better when it was newer, and now I'm like, oh, all right, it still turned out good, but I can understand why he might have taken so long, which is, whatever.
Yeah.
Can always get it touched
what
up.
happened with the 2 lines was like it looked fine when we walked out, because I got it with my brother. I got the 2 parallel lines with my brother, not
Because some of it washes off too.
And I guess like like if they put too much pressure or hold it for too long or something, what can happen is it can blow out, is what they call it, and like ink bleeds out underneath your skin.
Yeah.
And it makes the lines way less sharp. So that's what happened to me. That's why they looked like. And I was like,
Dookie.
oh.
Like,
That's okay.
uh-oh.
A lot of places will do like free touch-ups, thankfully.
Yeah.
But I have yet
I
to
didn't
go.
trust him enough to go back. So,
That's fair. That is totally fair.
just gonna go
Yeah.
A lot of my color faded out. Are all of yours are black and white? Both of you? Yeah.
The
Or yours is
the bears are color.
The bears
but,
are color.
I think. Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
roses
the-
have color on 'em.
Oh yeah, the roses.
Oh,
have
that's true.
color,
Yeah.
and then the bears have very minimal color, and then the one on my leg, to paint a picture for people, is it's like this like almost kind of tribal looking design of the 3 starters from Pokemon Gen 2. So it's like Cyndaquil, Chikorita, and Totodile in like a circle. So it uses like the red, green, and blue colors. But
So mine, my tattoo artist was super dope. I didn't know her beforehand, but I found the shop, and then I emailed the shop and was like, hey, I'm looking to get this done, and they were like, oh, you could do her, and I was like, okay, that'd be dope. So she was super awesome, and she was like, oh, send me a picture in a few weeks when it's healed, because I like to like see how it turns out and everything.
Yeah.
And I sent it, and it did fade a lot, some of the color, but like it's honestly not bad still. It's not bad at all.
That looks
and,
good. I can still tell it's purple.
It was a bit more vibrant. Like I would say, the mane faded the most, like around here. Like there's almost all the colors gone from here, but I kind of like it because you can see the freckles on his mouth now. A lot more. So it faded, but honestly, it's still dope.
Yeah. Tattoos are awesome. Tattoos rock.
I love it.
Can't
this
wait
has
to
been
get
the
more.
tattoo episode. No.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna take anything away from this, is do your research.
Do your research.
Do your fucking research, because at first when I was like younger, everyone's like, "Oh, you'll regret your tattoos."
Yeah.
No, you won't, but you might regret the quality of
Try
the
to get
tattoo that you get.
like local recommendations from like people in your area.
Yeah. Don't just like pick a random tattoo shop and be like, "This is the one I'm going to." Like, look at artists, look at recommendations, be open to driving an hour or more.
Yeah, true. One of my regular tattoo artists lives like 45-50 minutes out from here. So another thing too, like my first tattoo was a recommendation. The artist was a recommendation from my parents. This cost me like there's no good angle. This cost me like $150. And as opposed to like, honestly, this was probably like $150. This versus this. Yeah. And then like this was probably around $150 as well. I mean, that's kind of a similar size, but like,
what's your most expensive tattoo, if you don't mind me asking?
It's either gotta be these flowers or the bears on my leg. Those were close to like 300. Mainly they take more into, the guy I go to usually takes more into account like how long it takes. Yeah. But this guy could like bang out really nice tattoos. Like this took an hour.
Oh shit.
Maybe even less. But if he usually goes like up to 2 hours or over 2 hours, it starts getting into that range of like 200 to 300. Yeah. Depending. But yeah.
What? I was thinking about how much I spent on my leg. I spent $800 on just my calf.
That actually, like, that big one on your leg.
That's worth it though.
Time, and
8 hours,
it took an entire day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of detail.
That's so.
And there's a lot of shading too.
The line work looks sick.
And it like held up over time.
And the shading too.
I think I got this when I was 18. So it's lasted 4 years already, and it's only faded that much. So like, I don't know, like it healed really well, and he was a pretty well-known artist in the area. So like,
that's so
all
cool.
things considering, I don't think it was like dummy expensive.
You got your money's worth for sure. Yeah.
And like, I feel like, I don't know, you also have to take into account like it's permanent art forever, and like, you know, you're only gonna pay for it one time.
Is your permanent?
Wait.
Oh no!
Fuck!
I thought I could scrub this shit off.
Oh shit!
What?
Start shaking.
I thought I could just rub. Oh my god. I think it's getting to that time, guys, gals,
what time
and pals.
Is it?
It's advice time. Are you guys ready?
We got a lot of advice coming in.
We have a lot of advice we got to give today, guys. Anybody in chat, if you haven't filled out the advice form, we do an anonymous advice form. Sometimes I'll out you if it's a meme. I know who it is.
Give us a good advice.
We've got an anonymous.
We're gonna give.
We're giving advice. Yeah, if you have any burning questions for us that you just need to ask, it is completely anonymous. You can just ask us whatever your heart desires. You got a serious question? Ask us. You got a meme question? Ask us. You wanna just give us a little compliment, maybe? You know, gas me up a little bit. You can even do that too.
You want to figure out where to stream Galeer?
You want to know where babies come from? Ask us. No,
yeah. Go ahead.
Maybe don't. I don't know, so it's all you.
I'll send you a link to the P Hub. Next.
What the?
That'll answer your question.
All right. Are you guys ready for question number 1?
Let's get it.
Question number 1.
This one.
For my world literature class, I have to submit 6 to 9 artistic creations by April 28th. The categories are painting, sculpture, short story, poetry, play, drama, music, dance, film, and photography. I cannot submit more than 3 creations of the same category. I'm not a musician like Galeer on Spotify, or a sticker artist, or a professional video editor / maid. I have never produced a wrestling show, though that's irrelevant since wrestling is real and not scripted. I do know basic video editing / Photoshop, and I could probably write a decent short story or poem if I find something on r/writing prompts. I could also draw something on my Surface Book. I need ideas on what to write, draw, photograph, film, though. What advice do you have for making 6+ simple yet quality artistic creations in only 2 months?
Well, thankfully for you, 2 months, whether or not it may seem like a short amount of time, it's actually a pretty long time for this kind of thing.
It is.
As long as you're consistent with it. Your best bet on a general level, figure out what strengths you do have. And what were the categories? It was like,
there's some basically anything artistic, really. Painting,
Anything
sculpture,
artistic, yeah.
short story, poetry, play, drama, music, dance, film, and photography.
I mean, if you're watching this, the odds are that you're a pretty awesome person with a lot of talent.
I agree.
So first off, don't sell yourself too short. I do that all the time. But you just gotta take into account what you do have, the tools you have at your disposal, and use the noggin a little bit. Get creative. I'm trying to think of like a good example of like a time or a situation similar that I've been in. I don't know, Mufussy, what you got for this?
Well, have you ever heard of interpretive dance? Put on some music.
Wow, yeah, that was a really cool dance.
Going. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, art is subjective.
Yeah, art is subjective. You can do whatever you want.
I feel like anytime
Meg, interpretive dance, please.
If you
can submit this.
What is being interpreted from this?
It's up for interpretation.
I feel like whenever you do, I feel like you just mostly just don't constrain your ideas to one category. And just when inspiration does strike, it's not going to take as long as you think it will to actually put the plan in action, putting it in motion.
If you get an
idea,
idea,
the hardest part is conceptualizing something to start with.
Yeah.
Once you get an idea, capitalize on it. Write that shit down. Yeah. Make a recording on your phone or something, or just start it there.
Because most of the time when I come up with an idea and it's just gone.
Yeah,
if I don't act on it, it's gone.
I'll just get random messages from Meg that say I don't know, dino or something, or fucking just a random idea that you have, and you're just like, I had to write this down.
It's just random words. And you're like, what does that mean? I'm like, don't worry about it. You're my notebook now.
Yeah.
This is your purpose.
It happens a lot for me with music. Is I'll get an idea, like a melody or something, and I'll be like, word, I'll remember that later.
Completely gone.
And then later I'm like, wow, what was that thing I had earlier? Even if it's just a voice recording of me going ba 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 ba, at least that'll help me kind of get where I need to be.
Yeah, a lot of my video ideas are just I just write it down, and then I'll either figure it out later or I won't. I'll be like, what the fuck does that mean? But
yeah, I think capitalize for sure. If you get an idea, hop on it and don't sell yourself too short. You're probably really talented, and you're an epic gamer, and you have plenty of time.
If you are curious, you say you know basic photo or video editing in Photoshop. If you want to capitalize on those, YouTube, man.
YouTube is great. I learned Photoshop on YouTube.
Look up some tutorials.
Yeah.
You know, you can always do it.
Yes.
You
Magic
could always,
says
if you can't come up with anything, you could always try to do some sort of self-portrait.
that's true.
That's true. Also, like,
That'd be good.
scour the internet for some inspiration too, you know? I mean, we're always trying to reinvent the wheel and be original, but, you know, you don't always have to be. There's no shame in getting inspiration from other things.
All right. Magic says I carry a notebook with me for ideas about building things or making things to draw them and write them down. Yeah. So so I know Magic works maintenance. When I also worked maintenance, half the time I would carry around a notebook, or I would just like run to a desk that has a random piece of paper on it and like write something or draw something down. Because if there's a problem with like maintenance, sometimes you have to think of a creative solution for it, and it's just like, I'll write this down or I won't know, you know.
I keep my pad mini by my bed because sometimes I'll have like dreams that are just like wild, dude. Like I have wild dreams all the time, but like sometimes I just like dream of a texture. I know that's just really weird, but like sometimes like I have a dream and I just like see a texture or a color combination. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna draw this when I wake up, and then like I'll like wake up and I'll like draw it out, and then I'll use it for something later.
One of the things that like, so when you do your art, right?
Yeah.
The M squared background like this right now, and then like the background for mine that you did for my offline screen and shit, and then even your clouds and shit. How the fuck do you think of it? Like, how did you think of this random ass design? You just like started drawing shit?
I just did some gradients and then I slapped some random brushes on it till it looked good, and I was like, that looks sick.
Word.
I was like, I like that.
Talent.
All right.
Yeah, you mess with opacity, burning, different sorts of, you know, stuffs.
Just do
Yeah.
random,
All just comes
random
together
shit.
eventually.
All right. Okay.
I will say, like, Mufasa, the Heartbreak Warfare, like, posters and graphics.
Yeah.
That's like a design I was pretty proud of recently.
They
and
were sick, dude.
but really all it was is I looked up concrete background because the design I was using kind of looked like it would be a like graffiti with the font that I used and everything too. And I messed with like the opacity. You can change like the not the opacity, but the oh god. I'm blanking on the term, but basically how the text adapts to the background behind it. And I just played around with them. It's really like experimentation.
Those graphics came out very cool. I would say they're the best ones.
And like something that sounds kind of corny, but like another thing is like, so I know everyone's like, oh my god, Pinterest boards, but like, dog, like sometimes I'll just go on Pinterest and I'll just literally search chibi because I just like chibi cutesy things, you know, that's what I draw. So like sometimes I'll just scroll through chibi versions of everything, and like, you know, like over time, like you get so used to seeing something that you like, you can kind of just teach yourself how to draw it.
Yeah.
And you just draw that thing over and over and over again until you're okay at drawing it. Just like adapt.
Exactly. Just bang your head against the wall.
Yeah, just bang your head against the wall. Don't start
just
bleeding, you know?
Just like
don't stop
take the wall.
As much as it hurts.
Yeah, if it hurts, keep going. You're almost done.
Yeah.
All right. Second question. Meg, do you want to read this one?
Sure, hang on. I haven't got there.
Oh, I have to I left my charging cable outside. I'm just gonna run and grab it real quick.
Run!
Oh.
All right, well.
Yeah, no, we'll wait.
That was that. Yeah, we'll wait.
Okay.
Well, I can read this one.
See you later. No, I'm just kidding.
Ayo, Mufussy, can we see them Gamer Boy feet?
One.
I know. I'm skipping the other ones that have to do with Galeer. I'm skipping the ones that have to do with Galeer since you just laughed.
Okay,
oh my
do you
god!
Show the Gamer Boy feet? You're really gonna show your feet just on a request? Oh my god! What a whore!
Oh god, what are we doing here?
One of them.
Sorry for the delay, folks.
Ayo, Mufussy, show them Gamer Boy feet.
Oh.
That was one of the questions.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Kind of base.
Yeah, so I did it. All right. Yeah. Question number 2. or 3 now.
All
I
right,
guess.
ready? I gotta be sure you're able to hear me.
Oh yeah, I can hear you. I just
Okay.
didn't want my shit to die mid-podcast.
Question for Galeer.
Oh.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Really?
That's the question. We're all dying to know.
Fuck. Well, if you consider the size of the woodchuck, I feel like that's pretty important. You know,
Sure.
how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, how big is the woodchuck? Because,
As much wood as
you
a
know,
woodchuck
and
could,
even if
could
the
chuck
woodchuck
wood.
was, even if the woodchuck was a certain size, it could still be a small woodchuck that can eat a lot of wood. It could be a big woodchuck that has a pretty tiny stomach, or, you know, it could be a big woodchuck that can eat a lot, or a tiny woodchuck that
So you're saying
could
the
only eat
size
a little.
doesn't matter, but it does matter.
It does, but it doesn't. We don't know the size, though.
Ah, the size does, but doesn't matter.
Okay, no, the size
Patrick
doesn't
knows how
matter.
big is the
Hang on. No. The size, that's true, too. How big
But what
is
if
the
they're
wood?
talking about twigs, not logs?
We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know
It's
the
just wood.
size. We don't know the size of
Are
the
they talking
beaver
pressed
or the.
wood?
I just said beaver. Holy shit. The woodchuck.
I mean, same thing, really.
Yeah, but how big is the the woodchuck? How big is the wood? What's how much can
Are
they
they
take?
taking breaks?
Are they taking
Do they
breaks?
get
What's the
drinks of water
timeline?
in between?
Are they on a rush? You know, like are they on their way to the to
The
work?
bank?
Magic just
bank.
made a good
Bank.
point. He asked Google. I'm gonna ask Siri. Hey, I'm having a stroke. Hold on.
Die.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? What? This bitch didn't even answer. What a scuffed
I got you.
podcast.
Exactly.
I have a
It
British
can't be
guy.
answered.
Hang on.
Hang on.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a
How
woodchuck
much
could
wood
chuck
could a
wood?
woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Please refer to the woodchuck getting started guide.
As environmentally responsible creatures, I suspect woodchucks would encourage the recycling of wood over simply chucking it.
Oh my god. Hey Siri. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
42. That can't be right. How about another tongue twister?
42.
42.
Hey Google.
That's what he
How
told
much
me. He
wood
said
could a
42.
woodchuck chuck if
Whatever
a
the fuck.
woodchuck could chuck wood?
42 what?
Just
Wait,
42.
I
Didn't
didn't get
hear it.
anything from that. It basically said it could chuck all the wood it could if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Damn.
It's true.
So the results are inconclusive, it seems.
I agree.
This is one of the biggest questions of our generation.
Maybe we'll figure it out someday.
One day. It's not here. Sorry.
All right. Next question. Hello, M squared. I will cut right to it. I have a crush on the guest tonight. There's no way to sugarcoat it. They're such a cutie patootie. A 10 out of 10. A real looker. The thing is, I'm very nervous, ooh, and don't want to say anything to them. Oh, Meg, ooh again? Go ahead.
Ooh. Ooh.
You play Valorant now. Are you going to start oohing in game
I'm
chat?
gonna start oohing. I need to come up with my anime girl voice. That's what I need to do.
I'm very nervous, ooh, and don't want to say anything to them. Please tell me how to overcome my fear of rejection from the ultimate life form Galeer. Mufussy. No one who is Mufussy who. That's what it says.
Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna make a joke about it being Mufussy because
He made it. He made the joke. I don't know who it is though.
beat me
They say
to it.
Mufussy who? Yeah, I don't know why they said Mufussy. It was kind of weird.
Hey man, I'm an open book. If you want, come get some. But only if you're Seamus.
No one else.
All I'm saying is, I want to know what's up with Seamus because he said we slept in the same room once, and we did. That never happened. Not that I know of. So Seamus, I'd love for you to explain to me what room we slept in, because I have no
Seamus,
recollection.
Any comment?
Is he even here?
Might have to add Seamus to the call. Get him to explain.
And our special second guest today.
Our live caller.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine.
Have you guys done live calls yet?
We have, well, we did for the first episode, but I can't figure, we have to work through sound stuff, so.
Right.
It'd be easier if it was
books.
just one of us taking the call, but it doesn't really
since
work for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's true. Marker, I don't even know.
He's at work.
Mm.
Hey, I said if you made that joke, Mufasa, even once, I was gonna do something drastic. You don't want to know what I'm gonna do. It's so drastic. I'm gonna answer another question.
Shit.
What?
Should I read the next one?
Yeah, go for it.
It's probably not even gonna be for me.
Come on, buzz. All right. Right at the beginning of the pandemic, one of my best friends and I got into a huge fight and haven't talked since. We were both in a really dark place mentally and had both lost our jobs because of the pandemic. It's been nearly 2 years since we've talked to each other, but over the last 2 to 3 months, I've started getting the urge to reach back out and check in on her. We still follow each other on Instagram, and she seems to be doing well, and I'm in a lot better place too. I know it's probably a terrible idea to reach out, and I should just stay moved on. But is there any way it isn't? Context, we were best friends in college. I moved 8 hours away after graduating, and she stayed where she was. I went back and visited her and some other friends every few months before all this happened. I don't think it would be a bad thing just to reach out and... Well, like, first of all, I would, like, make sure to, like, include in the message, like, there's no pressure to respond to this, but I just wanted to say I hope you're doing well. I still care about you. I'm sorry things ended the way that they did, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you could always leave it open-ended, but still get your closure, is what I'm saying, without making them feel forced to answer you, or, like, you need a response. If you really feel inclined to reach out. But also that's kind of, you know,
yeah, so
choice thing. This
is interesting because I've been in almost the same exact situation before. And like it even had to do with the pandemic and stuff, and basically just became a matter of not feeling like we both weren't feeling appreciated as friends, and we got into a huge fight about it and never really reached, we like kind of reached a conclusion to it, but things were awkward afterwards, and then we just kind of drifted apart, and now we like don't talk at all. I've tried like doing my part in reaching out and being there, but it almost doesn't feel like like when we do it, it doesn't feel authentic anymore. So for my situation, I kind of backed off from it because for me, I don't want to say it like wasn't much of a loss, because that would be kind of rude, but it almost like it for me it felt like it was meant to be, because we just both kind of went our separate ways.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, but I think that I've also been in situations where I've had that happen and I want to reach out to them, and I have reached out to them. I had a friend who ghosted me. We were friends for years, and I got ghosted for like 3 or 4 years after that. And I would just keep reaching out to them, and eventually they came around, and now we're like really good friends again. So, you know, if you want to do that, then I think you should. If you like feel like you want to reach out to them, I think it's worth a shot. And, you know, if you don't get the response you were hoping for, at least you can say that you tried to like check in, and, you know, what's done is done.
Yeah,
But,
I feel like it's just like if you really feel the need to reach out, then like you should. Otherwise,
you should,
probably
because closure,
think
you know,
about it all the time. But
yeah,
like you don't want it to linger in the back of your mind, but also like
what if?
Yeah, and you know, I don't know, if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. But
Yeah.
It's sad,
I mean,
but like
there's no downside to like, I guess, wishing them well and letting them
know.
But
Yeah.
like, you know, I've been there.
I think you should do it.
I agree.
And if you don't get anything in response, at least you did it. And, I think that makes you the bigger person in that situation. If they choose not to respond, that's their choice. That's on them.
Right.
Don't not to like vilify them or anything. Just,
Yeah.
I'm sure they have their own perspective of the situation, and you have your own perspective too.
Yeah. Reach out, wish well, see what happens.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Magic said pandemic was shit in the start for a lot of relationships. People stuck at home losing things was devastating mentally. But healing takes time, and some time has passed. If you reach out and it feels welcoming, I'd say go for it. But if not, let it be. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Oh my God, the pandemic took a toll on so many relationships. Like,
It's true.
even in my own household, like with my parents, and in my relationship too, and some friendships of mine, that shit really fucked with me.
It changed a lot of
And
dynamics for
It's not even
everything.
like it's anyone's fault either.
Right.
It's not anyone's fault, It's just everyone was going through it, and we all had this like pent up anger and like frustration.
Yeah.
And it just comes out at some
It's
point.
like a mutual anger between everything, Yeah.
Shit's depressing.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
This next one.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho.
On a lighter note, someone, I don't know who this could be. Drew. Oi, bruv, would you like to go to the deli with me and my good pal Ringo? I heard they have the best beans in town.
Oh, Ringo, I heard they got the best beans over at the deli.
Oi. Who's this? Who's this bloke above me? Does she want to attend? Do you want
Would
to
you like
come
to
to
go
the
to the
deli?
deli, love?
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
I'm just
Is this a
asking
movie
you.
reference?
No, we're just asking you a simple question, love. Would you like to go to the deli?
I would
like
to go to the deli.
Let's
Yes.
What
go.
is that?
Let's go. I will say I'm very excited for the release of my of me and Landon's upcoming podcast, what was it? Lads Talk.
Or is that they're talking?
Do you
talking
only talk like
lads?
this?
No, we don't talk like this at all.
Can I make that a rule?
A segment
For
where you
for
just
lads
talk like
talk, you have to talk like that.
Any Beatles fans?
The Beatles.
Be on the lookout for Lads Talk coming soon to your favorite podcast.
The
station.
Beatles on their break in between sets. They often go to the deli when they're hungry.
What's your
And they
favorite
say,
thing to get at the
Ringo.
deli, Mufussy?
Ringo, I would like to get.
I would like one roast beef, please.
Okay, can I say after the hot tub stream, we spent like 4 hours cleaning up.
Yeah,
I think it was like a good 3 or 4 hours.
it was 3 hours because we
and
we
it got
ended-
down to me, you, and Drew. Zach was passed out on the couch.
Yeah,
And so me, you, and Drew were just cleaning up the garage for hours and just talking in that voice. Like we didn't break it. We didn't break it at all.
and Zach could hear us from, dude, my fucking neighbors, man. Oh, dude. What a fucking stream. We literally talked in that voice for 3 hours after, and I think it's because we were all so fucking tired, and just everything was funny. You know when you get so tired, just everything's funny?
And then we went inside, we sat down, and we sat with your dog.
Yeah.
And then you were talking in the voice to your dog as well.
It was so funny. It was good stuff.
Good time.
Dude, what a gnarly... I don't know if I've talked about the hot tub stream much on this or on the podcast, but the funniest part of the hot tub stream that will always, like, this has a permanent place in my brain. So the pool was in my garage filled with water, right? We overfilled it. Like, the fill line was like halfway halfway of the pool. It was like, don't fill past this point. We filled it to the top. So there was a shit ton of water in there, and we had to get it out of the garage. And we couldn't. There was so much fucking water. Like, I don't even know how much water was in there. And it was nasty water. Because there was, like, beard hair in there, and his yeah, his beard hair was in there because we shaved his beard. My beard hair was in there because I went underwater so many times. Fucking, we had like these bubble
spray
like
bubbles.
foam things. The
It
spray
was basically
bubbles.
like silly string.
Yeah,
More or
and
less.
so that
Apples.
made the water all gross and like foggy. We probably dropped some like mustard and shit in there. There was just
Yeah.
so much
What
like,
residue,
and
crumbs,
we
and
couldn't-
rocks, and
we couldn't get it out. So the pool had a valve on the bottom, so we attached the hose to the valve and we taped it and attached it to there so, you know, it wouldn't leak out or whatever. And we put the hose down the driveway. We let it sit for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. No water coming out. The water couldn't make it from the garage to the end of the driveway. So I was like, well, there's only one thing to do. Because we couldn't move the pool. I fucking siphoned the water through the hose. So I sucked the end of the hose until the water got to it. And
I remember
it worked.
it's disgusting,
Oh my
foggy,
God,
beard-haired,
man.
yucky shit water.
There was no other way to do this.
How did it taste?
It tasted like water. It wasn't. It's just knowing that the water
in
was
it?
not clear, and
Yeah.
I didn't swallow any of the water.
You
I'm
made a
fine.
sacrifice.
I'm not dead. I made a sacrifice. I legitimately, like, thinking back to it, I still don't see another solution. I don't think there was another way to get this water out.
We could have no, because I was gonna say if we just
Like a wet
tipped it
vac,
over.
but that would take too long. It was fucking
Right.
It was
Well, I
midnight.
think you had one, and it was loud, and it was like midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we need to clear this pool.
Although
out.
your neighborhood probably wouldn't have cared. That you lived in a noisy neighborhood.
Yeah, they
Like
wouldn't have.
there were people out and about at midnight for some reason.
Yeah. And the end of that stream too, we were doing music because Galeer had his guitar, and so we ended the stream with songs. That was one of the sub goals. And our neighbor, he was working in his garage, and he came over like mid. So if you go back and look at, well, actually the VOD's not up. I have the raw recording somewhere, but my neighbor comes over and he's like, hey guys, I'm gonna use the power saw. Is that okay? Like, is it gonna be too loud? And we're like, oh no, you're good. And he's
I
like,
think
okay.
the funniest part
Yeah.
of that though is that it was like late, and he
Yeah, it was
"I'm
like
gonna use the
11
power
p.m..
saw."
Yeah, and he's like, okay, I'll just
He's
shut the
asking
door and I'll use the power saw. And we're like, you're
God,
fine.
I forgot about that.
It was so funny. And then the next day, he's like, oh, how'd your stream go? And I was like, oh, how do you know? You know what that is? He's like, yeah, I got a friend that streams. I
Aw.
was like, oh shit.
Drew makes a good point. There was also a couple like arguing in the street while we were cleaning up. There was
That's
like an
true.
altercation. Very dangerous sounding altercation that like sounded like it was gonna get violent.
I lived in a really sus part of Connecticut. Like,
I didn't
if
think
you-
that existed. I
if
mean,
you look
Connecticut
up this
doesn't really
town,
exist.
if you look up this town, it's
The
like
bad part of town.
it's a shithole of Connecticut. It's not
Your neighbor
good.
was Dexter.
Your neighbor was. Oh my god, incredible! Mowing their lawn at 2 a.m. in that neighborhood.
It was a good
There
time.
were some early ones. No, but yeah, that was.
That was like a highlight of my summer.
Yeah, I siphoned
speedrun?
nasty pool water. So
Shall we speed run these last 9 questions so we can have a concert?
yeah, let's do them.
There's
Mr.
9 more.
Galeer-
Wow.
Mr.
9 more.
Galeer needs to go Betty by.
I mean,
Gotta
don't
go
don't
big
rush
speed.
it for me. Don't rush it for me.
Okay.
I'm probably not gonna get sleep anyways. Yeah, for context, people, I actually requested like this time off from work, but what I forgot to do is request the next
next day.
morning off. So I am bright and early at work tomorrow for 6 a.m.
Let's go.
But we're chilling. Gonna chug a Red Bull. It's gonna be
All
great.
right. Do you want to
Anyways.
read the next one?
Sure. It says you wake up in an unknown realm and get the opportunity to choose one weapon, one power ability, and one world to live in from any game of your choice. However, you may not repeat the same game series of games you decide to take these elements from. Each aspect must come from a different game.
Okay.
What are your choices?
I see.
So, mine's kind of my setting is really boring. I really like Assassin's Creed and I like history. I want to just go back in time to some random spot.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah, I know. I'm a fucking loser. All right. I really like history. I want to go like I just want to chill and walk the streets of like the French Revolution or some shit and just see a bunch of wackos freaking out and like taking over somewhere. That would be my setting. Yeah, fuck it. French Revolution, 1776. Let's go. Or that was the American. 1789 was the French Revolution.
It's true.
Okay, so French Revolution. My weapon would be... I'll do like the energy sword from Halo.
Well, that's yeah.
And then power / ability. I want to... I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. I'll think about the power. What do you guys got?
If I had to choose a location or a setting, I'm a big fan of the Kingdom Hearts series.
Are you excited for Kingdom Hearts? What is it called? Hold on.
Oh, the Kingdom Hearts like Rhythm Lounge or whatever. Is that already out? I don't know.
That already came out. I'm doing this meme. Hold on, I'm doing this again.
You're taking too long.
Can it be from a game? Can it be from a show?
I'll allow
true.
a show. I'll allow a show.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, I changed my answer then.
Okay.
I want it to be Camp Wawanakwa from Total Drama Island.
Yes. Let's go, dude.
My weapon would be a skateboard because I think of in the Tony Hawk series you can actually hit people with skateboards.
You can.
And then
in Underground.
Yes. And then what was the other one? Power and ability.
Yeah.
My power and ability. That's a tough one. I mean, I guess. Come back to me.
Yeah, that's a hard one, right? I guess invisibility. I'll be invisible. Can do whatever the fuck I want. Just like sneak around.
Oh, that's a good one. I guess I'd say I could fly or phase through walls.
So since you mentioned Kingdom Hearts real quick, let me go back to my bit. I was going to say, aren't you excited to play Kingdom Hearts Integra Masterpiece for Cloud, including Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, and Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Re plus Mind for your Nintendo Switch? That's an actual game.
No, I will never buy Kingdom Hearts for my Nintendo Switch.
That's an actual game coming out. That full title.
Oh well. Not for me. What about you, Meg?
Yeah, let's hear it.
What's your shit?
My setting to be the Adventure Time world.
That's a good one.
Because then there's multiple worlds inside of the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would choose my weapon to be a baseball bat just because it's classic and sounds hardcore,
Yeah.
Beat something with a bat sounds pretty therapeutic if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Ability, teleport. Just teleport.
That's a good one.
Wherever.
Just
I need that in real life.
Teleporting.
Let's go.
Imagine
I'm
if I could
coming
just,
over.
Imagine if I could teleport to work.
On my way. I can't snap.
I can't snap at all.
No.
I can't
Wait,
snap
really?
with my right hand.
I can't.
I can only snap with my left hand, but I'm a
I
righty,
tried.
so it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, you can't hear me snapping.
Well, it's because my thumb goes like this. So I can't.
Oh
Mine
my
do too.
god.
I
What the
got
heck?
hitchhiker thumb, and I can't make it just hold.
Can your hands do this? Oh,
Yeah.
yours is worse. Can you do this?
things.
Bendy. Oh man, I got long
Oh.
fucking alien fingers. I can't do that.
You want to talk about long alien fingers? Look how disgusting this looks. For all you finger heads out there, here's a treat for you.
What?
You gotta pay
a
for the
thing?
extra
You're
package.
gonna pay for these.
I had an ex who was obsessed with my fingers. I'd like send her like a
Ew.
mirror selfie of just like me, like normal, like clothed and everything, you know? And
Oh
she'd be
my
like, those
God.
fingers though.
Ew.
I know.
Mm.
Anyway, a little sidebar there.
Wait,
Hitting all the kinks in this episode.
no, I'm not gonna tell that one. I'm not gonna tell that one.
What? Okay, all right.
Well,
All right.
Eh,
In
the-
your opinion, what is the most overrated food?
overrated food.
I think restaurant mac and cheese is overrated as fuck.
Buffalo
It's
chicken
always
mac and
gross.
cheese is overrated. Actually,
Yes,
anything
it sucks.
buff chick, anything buff chick.
Man.
I mean, I'm a little biased. I'm not the biggest fan of buff chick, but
Wait, I changed my
people are
answer.
very obsessed with it, like
Chicken
way
wings.
too obsessed with it.
Chicken
I don't know.
wings.
They're just
I
not
prefer
great.
boneless,
Everyone's
like tenders.
I love
crazy
tendies.
over it.
Chicken
I like
wings, yeah.
tendies.
I don't like eating off the
Things are
bone.
just overrated.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just kind of annoying to
They're never
eat, and you
great.
have to go through like 17,000 napkins. There's no people
Yeah.
like, oh, I love wings, bro. No.
I changed my answer again. I hate
Okay.
so many highly rated foods. Maybe this is my own issue, but like lobster.
Oh,
Fuck?
all right.
Bro,
Seafood,
it's just
seafood
not
in
worth
general.
it, bro. You have to do so much work for what?
Yeah,
This tiny amount of meat that doesn't
Yeah.
even taste that great?
that's true.
Like,
Do you
I can
guys
agree
like
with that.
seafood?
And it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
I
I
like
don't.
shrimp.
I don't mind
don't
seafood.
Care for lobster, it's whatever. But I wouldn't turn it away if it was free.
Yeah,
Whatever.
lobster and crab. I can.
But-
Yeah, shellfish is like it is strange. You sit there and crack it open, and you're like, "Oh, I'm going in," and then you slurp
There's
out like a
so
tiny
much
bit of meat.
work.
Sometimes you get a bib with it. I
Yeah,
see a lot of
Literally.
people eating lobster with a bib.
it's just so.
Lobster's overrated.
Yeah,
Very overrated.
I can agree.
Are you
with
guys
that.
are you guys pineapple on pizza pilled?
I don't
I
mind
just
it,
don't
but I
care.
won't order it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I
if
don't
there's
mind.
if
Yeah,
someone
if it
gets
was ordered,
pineapple
I'd eat
pizza, I'll
it.
be like, "Oh, I'll have some, whatever." Like like
Yeah.
Frank and Amber, they only get like pineapple. They don't get like Hawaiian pizza. They get like pineapple and cheese. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's
Yeah,
good.
like I wouldn't go out of my way to order it myself. Probably, I just don't like it enough to pay for it myself. But like, if somebody
I
was
would
to be
prefer
like, hey,
other
I
things.
ordered us a pizza and there's pineapple under it. Is that okay? I'd be like, yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'd eat it. Whatever.
Pineapple.
It is what it is.
I have a
Strawberry and
pen.
cheese pizza? Is that a thing?
That's not
Ew,
real.
What the fuck?
Get out
You're
of here.
lying.
That's not real.
You know what's a based combination for pizza is the chicken bacon ranch with the tomato sauce being replaced by ranch. Are you guys ranch heads? I love
I'm
ranch.
not ranch head. No.
Oh, I'm alone. I'm alone. I'm all
You know
alone.
what's really good? So there's a pizza place here, like locally, that like Vile and I go to sometimes, and they have like pizza that has they like have an over easy egg in the center of it. And it's actually really good. It's like
Sounds
you
good.
know how like when you
Ooh.
like dip your toast in like
Yeah,
eggs,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Like
yeah,
it's like
you dip the
it's like-
pizza.
it's perfect. It's so good.
That sounds awesome.
That's
How
like-
big is
What
it?
else
would
is
you
on
say?
it?
I used to be a hater before Vile says anything in chat because he's gonna say I was a hater. Okay, I was, but then I tried it, and my mind was forever changed.
It's
There
like
you go.
Meg, I know you're not much of a burger person, but there's a lot of burgers that have like a fried egg on it or like
Yes, those are very
that's
good.
so good. Like a breakfast burger type thing. It's so good.
I usually will try to make those if I make burgers at home.
Yeah.
Have you ever had
'Cause it's a
peanut butter
great-
on a burger?
Yes.
Yes.
I've
I
had a
was
peanut
told
butter
it's
jelly
good.
burger.
Yeah.
I don't like burgers, so I wouldn't know. But I've been told it's good.
It's okay. I
So
don't know if I'm a fan.
near me, there's a place, the Big E. I think I talked about the Big E last time
Big
on the
E.
last episode too. The Big E, there's a pizza place and they have a peanut butter pizza. So it's the sauce is peanut butter and then it's cheese and bacon.
Nope.
It's,
I would try
you
it,
would
but I feel
think
like I
it's
wouldn't like it.
gross. No, it's like it's
It's
pretty
not
good.
like an uncomfortable amount of.
I eat
peanut
it
butter,
once a
is it?
year. I have one slice once a year. One slice once a year. But it's pretty good actually. I do enjoy
I
it.
just don't like the texture of burgers. So I feel like a peanut butter burger would be like just like a lot.
Mm.
Like, cause like peanut butter's already like, do you know what I'm saying by just like me doing that? Like it's like I feel like your mouth would just be fucking.
Oh, it gets like
together.
stuck together. Yeah.
Like I feel
Yeah.
like it just wouldn't.
That's
be
why
it.
I'm saying, like, if it wasn't an uncomfortable amount of peanut butter, I'd probably eat it.
I don't
Yeah.
eat peanut butter on just white bread because it gets stuck to the roof of my mouth. I absolutely hate it.
Mm.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
understandable.
It's terrible. It's just like, why peanut butter sandwich? No, dude, I don't fucking want that. It gets stuck, and then I sit there for like 7 years. I'm like,
I am a peanut butter sandwich enjoyer, though. Like, if I don't have anything else, peanut butter sandwich is a go-to.
that's fair.
You know, quick meal.
Peanut butter
Like,
and honey.
if I gotta throw something together, bring a lunch to work, peanut butter and honey sounds good too.
Dude, it's so good, dude. So good.
Peter Pan honey roasted. You ever have it?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan peanut butter?
I like chunk. Okay, are you guys chunky or smooth peanut
I
butter?
prefer smooth, but I don't mind chunky.
I like chunky.
Yeah, I'm not picky, but if I had to pick, it would be smooth.
I just don't like. Okay, so if I'm having like white bread with. Okay, so I don't like my jelly to have bits in it. I hate chunky
Yeah,
jam.
I get
I
that.
don't like that.
Yeah, with like fruit
But-
bits.
If I have the kind of jam that I want and smooth peanut butter and white bread, it's just too many smooth things at once that it almost feels liquid, and I don't like that. So I like chunky peanut butter because it brings it all together. It gives me some sort of sustenance, you know?
I understand that too. Yeah,
Interesting.
I'm very big on texture. Like, if it's a weird texture, I cannot eat it.
That's why I
I'm
don't
trying to
like
think of a good
mushrooms.
example. Would you say
I don't like
mushrooms?
Mushrooms, yeah.
See, I can
Mushrooms are
eat mushrooms
gross.
on
They're like rubbery.
like
God,
chicken
man.
mushroom, marsala, mushroom pizza. Like, I can, but mushrooms alone. Some people will eat mushrooms just by themselves.
Yeah.
No, I can have mushrooms like with things though.
Mushrooms yucky. All right. If you could play one game for the first time again, what would it be? Halo Reach.
CS:GO.
Jack and Daxter.
Oh, fuck. Forgot about the old stuff. Do you know how many hours I have in Jack and Daxter, dude? I beat
wish I had
Jack
more.
3 like... I don't even know. how many
I would say
times.
specifically in that series, Jack 2.
Jack 2 was so good.
I lied. Gary's mod.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
good
yes,
game,
yes,
dude.
that's a great one. Because
Playing
now when I
Papa and
play-
Murder Mystery, dude.
yeah,
that hit
now when I
right
play
back in
Gary's
the day.
mod, it doesn't feel the same.
It doesn't
Like,
hit.
I'll try to boot it.
Yeah.
I'll try to boot it up and like just do like a sandbox world with some friends, and I'm like, yeah, this is fun, but like not as fun as 10
Right.
years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
I would
Ugh,
say...
Man,
All right.
taking me back now.
Halo Reach is like so good, but then I also have Assassin's Creed 3, which in retrospect, you know, a lot of people shit on that game, but
Mhm.
Assassin's Creed 3 like reinvented the way that Assassin's Creed was played, completely changed the engine, changed all the animations, changed the combat style. It was in America. It was just super cool.
Mm.
You know, that was a very, very dope game. You go climb in the wilderness and shit because you were also Native
Oh.
Americans, so you're like running through the woods and hunting and shit. It's like fucking
Mm.
so cool.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, those are good
Dude,
ones
so many
too.
good. Bioshock Infinite,
Dude.
Hydra says, Spyro.
Pokemon Ruby.
I'm
Pokemon
just
Ruby
like
was a
thinking
great.
back to what you said before about how some of your closest friends like you met on the internet, you know.
Mm.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking about like it really mind fucked me when I was talking
not
about
long.
Gary's mod specifically because
Because you meet a lot of people.
I met one of my friends, like we met on Gary's mod when it was the first game that I ever played online, and I met her and we have been friends ever since. It's been like 7, almost 8 years
Wow.
that I've known this person on the internet, and I've never met her
Yeah.
in person. And I'm like, that is so fucking mindfucky to think about.
Crazy.
Like, that's
Yeah.
wild. And like
Yeah.
that's like one of my closest friends. I'm like, shit, that's insane. Like to think about.
Like I met
Wild.
Frank and Zach because we went to school together. So 7th grade, we were in the same class, but we started talking to each other because of Halo. And then I saw Frank on my bus and I was like, add me on Xbox. So like if I didn't play Halo, I wouldn't be friends with any of them. You know? It's just like
Wow.
fucking crazy.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah,
If
and now I've been
COVID
friends
hap-
with them for fucking 11 years or something. It's too long.
Yeah, you should like stop being friends with them.
I
It's
agree.
been too long.
Yeah, I make this bit all the time.
It's
You know,
expired.
I already was in a business with Zach, and I left
Friends
that, so it's time to break up.
Bye.
See ya.
If COVID didn't happen, I wouldn't have started streaming. I wouldn't be here right now.
There you go. I probably
Crazy.
wouldn't either.
I don't know
I'd be
where
in
the
California being fucking dumb or whatever.
I don't know where the fuck I would be, in all honesty. Like, I think about last year, this time, where I was like, I wonder where I'll be in a year. I would have never guessed in my own apartment. 2 jobs later, working at a Walgreens. But here we are.
Right?
Life's so crazy, man. Life's unpredictable. Things
Meg's-
change on a dime.
Meg's in a
Cherish-
house?
cherish it.
It's true.
Yeah,
With
Meg's in a
Naomi?
house? I
never
met a
planned on
I
buying
person
fucking
named Meg
house.
on the internet,
That's
It's
crazy.
true.
Damn, that's crazy.
and now you're coming to Providence for Bill Murray.
Yeah.
So crazy. See,
Allegedly.
if the more we just say it, like it'll happen.
If
right?
we
Yeah, we're
manifest it,
manifesting it.
manifest.
yes.
Yeah, once I have $400 to throw on a plane ticket, I'll let you know.
we have a
All right,
month
chat.
to
You know what to
manifest
do.
this. Yeah,
Chat,
chat.
you know
Come
what
on.
to do. No knows.
God.
Let's manifest some money in Meg's bank account.
I'll throw up a dono goal right now. Send Meg to Bill Murray.
Oh my God.
My God. No.
Drop
Oh,
$100.
ooh.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Oh my God, shut up.
Wow.
Whatever.
Galeer.
No, but for real though, I'm super jealous
What?
y'all are going to Bill Murray.
It's going to be very hype. I'm
That is
so
really hype
excited.
for you guys.
Literally,
That's so
that
sick.
happened because Galeer texted me at 2 a.m. when I very should have been asleep.
I'm so mad though. I'm like, you texted me that you were going to see Bill Murray. I was like, this motherfucker. Like, I have literally been listening to them longer, and I love them so much, and this
You-
motherfucker's gonna see them before me.
know.
I
We
was like,
gotta.
That wouldn't
We
have
gotta
happened.
like.
I would absolutely should have been asleep. And Galeer texted me at 2 a.m. and was like, Bill Murray, Providence, March. I was like, what?
Because I've been waiting
Yeah,
for him
I
to
mean-
announce like a tour date close to us, and then he did, and then I saw it was Alchemy, which is fucking one of the best venues ever, and I was like, yeah, we're going, of course we're going, and we're gonna take a picture, and it's gonna be pog as fuck, and I'm gonna peek probably. We should send like we should clip this and then tag Bill Murray in it and get him ready for our appearance in Providence.
And then he'll buy a ticket.
He'll buy a ticket.
He'll
see
buy a
us.
we
ticket
can
for
ask
Meg.
Bill Murray if he'll buy me.
Oh,
a
yeah,
ticket.
he'll
Bill
buy a
Murray, fly out,
I'd
Meg,
be
your
like, Bill
biggest
Murray, I
fan.
love you, please,
Yeah,
please.
he'd do it. He has
Unless
to.
you plan on making an appearance in her neck of the woods, which
Never is gonna happen. Ever.
I no.
Manifest.
I don't know.
I think me and Vio are the only
Manifest.
people who listen to Bill Murray in our entire
In the
state,
entire
probably. Like,
Word.
fucking
So all
unfortunately.
more reason for Bill Murray to get on.
But yeah,
that,
no,
get
it's
on that
literally
plane
like when you told me, my first thought was, I was like, oh my God, Vio, I wonder if they're playing anywhere near us. And he was like,
ticket. Come on.
Dog, we're the only 2 people in North Dakota who listen to Bill Murray. And I was like, fuck, I wish you weren't right. Like, but like you're right. Like I'm so
Well,
mad.
listen,
That's
you
the
guys
worst
just
part
bought a
about liking
house.
An undiscovered like artist is like it's hard to find tours.
Yeah.
You guys just bought a house. Have a basement show
That's true.
for Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, we'll just invite him over.
Redo the carpet.
Sure,
say-
they'll come over. We're like, oh yeah,
Can
no
I-
problem. It's
Can
just
I play
pop and
music in
sing
your
the violin.
basement? Can you have
Yeah,
a
let's
basement
go.
show and I'll
Galeer
perform?
opens for Bill Murray in Meg and Vile's basement.
I
Pog.
can see
At
it
Bill
now.
Murray. I'm typing
Bill Murray.
away.
Clip it. Clip it.
Clip it. Clip it. Send it. Oh
Clip
my
it.
God.
Someone
Galeer,
clip it.
I want you to answer this one, Galeer, since you're the special
Let's hear
guest. You might have an interesting take on this. Who is the cutest viewer?
How are we supposed to know who's all watching? Everyone type in chat who's watching right now.
Yeah, who's
Everybody-
watching right
yeah,
now?
everybody-
I'll answer.
Everybody put like a 1 in chat or something. You're saying, me, I'm the cutest.
Or Galeer feet. Well, I would say that Hydra's pretty cute.
Bill Murray Pog.
Dizzy's pretty cute. Magic is also very cute. Ouija.
It's true.
Boring Brad, Drew, Jake Impact,
Heights is cute face.
Painless, Wild Guy, Corkin series.
We're just doing shout outs all around. We're doing all around
crafty swine. They're all pretty cute. But you know who the cutest viewer is?
Who? He can't even say it.
I hate looking into the camera. Seamus is the cutest viewer. And if he's not watching this,
he's probably lurking.
I'm gonna be really sad. He is probably lurking though. Seamus.
Oh my god.
Seamus.
Oh my god.
Are you watching? He's there! He's there! Let's go! The friends we made along the way, that's very true.
Yeah. You're all equally cute, just one person is more equal
Cuter
than others. Yeah.
More equal?
Yeah. You know. Oh my god.
That just ruins the concept of equality, Mufussy. That's not how it works.
Well, I got it from Animal Farm. You know, the book about communism or whatever?
Yeah, the one I read in like 8th grade.
You never read Animal Farm, bro?
Wait, what year did you read it?
8th grade.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because some people read it when they were older and they were like, why the fuck did you read that in 8th grade? Or, okay, did you ever read Lord of the Flies?
I didn't have to read Lord of the Flies. That was honors English for me.
Okay. That freaking book. Both
Meg,
of
you
them.
never read Animal Farm? Wacky.
Mm.
So it's a book it's essentially about communism, but the setting is a farm, and every character is an animal. So you have like cow and pig and like all these different animals.
Was that their names too?
Yeah.
The only book or movie that we had to watch was the one with Golden Boy. I don't remember the fucking name.
Stay Gold Pony Boy, the Outsiders.
Stay Gold Pony Boy. Yeah, that.
That's a good one. What about The Great Gatsby?
No.
No? Do you guys read over there?
No.
I don't know how.
Not really. We just look at cows.
I mean, like, I don't know how to read, you know, but...
We just go to 4-H club meetings and watch them talk about how cows are rated.
Nice. Wow.
That's not true. I never went to a 4-H meeting.
Oh my god.
But all my neighbors did. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you were too busy playing those darn video games or whatever.
Or what have you?
Getting those tattoos and drawing and stuff.
Oh god. All I did was get disowned. By getting tattoos on my sacred body.
You're in big trouble when you get home, miss.
You're never welcome in this church again, goddammit.
I like that the churchgoer would say, God damn it.
The sin runs deep in this one.
The next question we have here is, what brought you to where you're at today? We kind of covered this a little bit, I would say, but there is a long journey for most of us, I would say, and a lot of random choices, but a lot of it was fueled by pandemic, I'd say, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our current situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To reiterate, heavily inspired by the gentleman to my below me.
To my below me.
The gentleman that I'm sitting on him right now.
It's a little sus, bro. Jeez.
Big inspo vibes from Mufussy, and also I'm pretty sure the reason I met Meg too was because of Mufussy. So
yeah,
and I have so many cool friends on the internet now, and I'm so happy and full of life.
Yeah,
and this is my escape.
It's true. I think it is for all three of us.
It's my escape from the existential dread. I love it here.
Yeah. Me and Meg kind of already talked about it on numerous episodes with both Mill and Emmy, kind of like how we started streaming and stuff. But yeah. If you want to go into it, you can. Maybe a short little summary for all the new people.
Spark Notes.
Spark Notes, Megaroni Tony.
Yeah, I don't know anything about you. Well, I do, but
well, I started streaming a really long time ago, probably about I don't know. It was like it was before the big surge of streamers and COVID and everything happened. I kind of just streamed when I was like 16, 17, honestly playing GTA. It was such a shit stream. Like it was just like me in black and white because I was like this self-conscious teenager. And like I streamed for a little bit and then honestly I fell into a really toxic relationship and I couldn't touch my PC without him freaking out. So that's a side story. It's a different story. So then I dropped off the face of the internet for about 3 years and didn't think about streaming until the pandemic hit. And I was like, I don't really know that I like what I'm going to college for, but I do know that I'm really passionate about content and creating videos and playing video games with my friends. So why don't I give streaming another shot? I started streaming again and I really was just having a lot of fun with it and making TikToks. I hopped on the TikTok bandwagon and honestly, I've had a shitload of fun with it. And as much as people want to shit on TikTok, that shit's hype as fuck, okay?
It's true.
It's a party over there.
I might be a little guilty.
Yeah.
I'm still getting TikTok pilled.
Well, it's great. You need to get on.
It definitely is. The positives outweigh the negatives.
It's true.
Yeah.
It very much does.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And now I just recently, as of I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, I quit my job because it was causing existential dread.
Because you fucking rule. That's why you quit your job.
Like, I am gonna pursue my passion, and we're gonna see what happens with this. And if things don't work out, they don't work out. I'm still 22, so might as well shoot my shot.
Better to do it now, instead of like
content.
Yeah, it's better to do it now than 10 years along the way. Yeah, this is the time to do it.
Yeah.
So now I make art and I sell it, and I do commission work, and I have my own little small business where I sell stickers.
Go.
Did you know that there's M² stickers available?
People.
Did you know that
there's M² stickers available?
Wait, where can I get them?
MegaroneyTony.com.
Is there an exclamation mark shop? Do we have one of those?
I don't think so. There should be, though. There should be.
I mean,
you've been caught red-handed.
Sorry, the bot's just taking a really long time.
Yeah,
it's
just like
crazy. That's really.
Hang on, let me try typing it again.
Oh my God, there it is. MegaroneyTony.com. There it is.
Whoa.
It is. Crazy. M² stickers. Who would have thunk?
Wait, this is sick.
I'm embarrassed. I didn't just pin you guys straight to the sticker itself. Here. Yeah, get that. Get them.
I can
also get other
shop.
I can also get other cute little characters on stickers, such as Red Panda sticker glossy and ramen bowl sticker. Oh holy shit, I just freaked out because I have my OBS open and I got a follow notification and I was like, wait, this isn't my stream. What the fuck?
I love it.
Yo, shout out Magic. Thank you for the follow.
So we do have M² stickers available. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
Mufasa, would you like to?
Sure.
Do the do?
Where am I? How did I get here today? So I used to watch a lot of videos like Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth and all the homies, and I watched all their videos, and I've always wanted to make content for the longest time. And then I went to film school, and then I had a really good internship, and I made documentaries, and I made one for PBS, and I realized, wow, I hate my life. so that I came back home, because the pandemic happened. And then I was like, wow, I don't know what to do with my life. And then I started streaming, and here I am.
So I hear a lot of the film majors from our school end up working at Dick's Sporting Goods. You could always go there instead of pursuing your. And so, yeah, it actually is. It's kind of this meme from our school. Like a lot of people, I don't know if they're still there now, but a lot of people have gone and come and gone.
Huh.
So instead of pursuing your passion of becoming a streamer and a content creator, I think you should just quit while you're still ahead and just go to Dick's Sporting Goods, and you might, who knows, you might like it.
I like it. Yeah, that sounds good. And then
right. So see you guys later. The podcast is over.
Podcast is over. I'm going to work at Dick's. Yeah, and then I started editing for people. I started editing for EchoX first. She's also a very epic streamer. She does a lot of DayZ content. Edited for her years ago, and then I kind of stopped for a little bit, and then I downloaded TikTok. And TikTok got me Alarming Amber. I edit all of her TikToks, and then I found Meg, and I edit Meg videos sometimes. I edit her YouTube videos, and I edit her TikToks occasionally, and now I edit for Julia too. And there's just this long list of epic things happening.
You're so cool.
I think
as much
you
as
are,
people want to shit on TikTok, like TikTok has done a lot of amazing, wonderful things for a lot of people.
Dude,
like a lot of small businesses, streamers, content creators. Like a lot of people have blown up and like are now able to like create a livelihood. From
it's the place to get
passion.
discovered right now. Straight up,
for real.
Like it's the place to be.
Vile goes soon to edit my sick Elden Ring PvP montage and get paid for it.
Word.
Vile, I just want to say, hit me up with a
There's
DM on Discord.
I'm gonna have a commission graphic soon.
Yeah. Soon you'll know my prices, bucko.
Oh.
Oh my god. But yeah, that's where we're all at.
Nice.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sheesh. What is your favorite place and why?
Cape Cod. I'm a big fan of Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Jake Impact knows all about our vacation spot. That's where me and Jake Impact met.
At Cape
Many moons ago. We have a timeshare down there. We go there every summer. And then we yearn for it every winter. And it's a great time. We're only there for a week. I actually bought my own week there. So now I have 2 weeks. One with my family and one by myself. And it's a good time. I've been going there since I was a baby, since as long as I can remember. So it's a lot of fond memories there. That's my happy place for sure.
That's hype. Meg, what's your favorite place? Oh.
Oh, you.
Me?
Oh. Rock, paper, scissors.
I'm thinking.
Rock, paper, scissors. No. Are we actually?
Wow, fuck you too, shit.
All right, let's go. Come on. Rock, paper, scissors.
Fuck no.
Come on.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Why you did it after I
You
already
have to
put
do it at
paper.
the same time, even if you're lagging.
Look, okay. Rock, paper,
paper,
scissors, shoot.
Why are you doing it so slow, bro? You're going rock, paper.
All right, here, hang on. I'll do it, and then you guys have to do it. Ready?
Shoot.
Ready? No, I'll do it, and then you guys have to show yours.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Fuck.
I beat you, so you go.
Okay.
Oh.
As much as I hated my life,
any rules.
Yes.
As much as I hated my life in California, I really enjoyed being there. If that helps. It's expensive as fuck, but it's very pretty. California is a very pretty place.
Never been. Sounds great.
Yeah, specifically San Francisco. I don't know how pretty LA is. It might be a shithole. But San Francisco's nice. And Sausalito. That's where I stayed.
Nice.
Yeah, there were a lot of
I'm
cool
jealous.
things. And then I went to Yosemite, and that was absolutely insane. You know, like, when you look at a picture of a really, like, pretty place, and you're like, wow, I want to go there someday. I bet it's completely different. This is going to sound whack, but it looked exactly like a picture. We went on this really long-ass hike, and I was standing on the edge of the cliff, and I was like, I'm in a fucking picture. I'm in a painting right now. It was gnarly, man. Yosemite's
that,
whack.
like, that's that infamous picture of you, right?
Of me
Where you're
standing
looking
there,
out
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at El Cap and whatever the fuck that other mountain is on the left. But El Cap is cool.
I'm going to tell John Yosemite that you don't know what the other mountain is called.
I know Half Dome was behind me. and then I was looking at El Cap. So
Nice.
Meg, what's your favorite?
Meg.
place? Arizona in December specifically.
Why specifically December?
It's just it's nice out. And it's great.
Like perfect temperature.
Cool.
I visit every like Christmas except for the last 2 years because of COVID. But like I don't know. It just always is like a good escape, you know, from the shithole that is negative 26 degrees of North
That's
Dakota,
insane to me.
Is that how it is right now?
Well,
Is it
yeah,
that
with
cold?
like wind chill and stuff, it's like negative 26. Yeah.
That's colder than it is where we live.
Here it's like 18.
Well, like today this week it's been like 20s. It's been nice, but like the last couple weeks it's been pretty bad.
Right now it's 25 where I am.
But I'd say any other time of the year, my room probably, as corny as that might sound. Like, I don't know. Like, this is kind of where I do everything. I make art here. I run my business here. I talk to my community here. This is where I do everything. I don't know.
Where you run your
This is where
business.
I draw. This is my happy place. This is my safe space, I guess. So, my room, I guess.
All right.
Word. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Meg, do you want to read the next one?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Or I
Hair is growing in weird places. What do I do? Shave it. Or don't shave it.
Are you
Go to a
okay with
doctor.
the hair
That's not
being there?
normal.
Well,
You could-
I guess it depends on what the weird place is, you know?
If it's on a mole, you should probably get it checked out. It might be cancer.
If it's on your tongue, I'd get it checked out. Like hair
Yeah.
growing out of your tongue.
Tongue hair.
Tongue
I
hair.
don't-
Stinky.
Checked out.
Eyeball
Yeah.
hair.
Everywhere else, you're probably all right.
Yeah. It's
Well,
natural.
odds are, you might be like a chia pet, but with hair. Because don't they grow like everywhere? Like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are chia pets out of style now?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh.
Pets
Chia.
are banging.
I have not
Chia
seen a
pet.
chia pet in years, bro.
I haven't seen one in decades.
Vile just got a Bob Ross chia pet. It's downstairs.
Really?
What?
We haven't taken it out of the box or tried to grow it
You
yet.
got one?
But yeah, we have one.
Chia pet.
I'll make
Okay.
I'll make a TikTok series about it.
It's kind of fucked up that you made Bob Ross into a pet.
Hey, well, you gotta reincarnate the man somehow, because that man deserves to be here.
It's true.
I suppose.
I
They
suppose.
got Baby Yoda chia pet.
Aw.
They got
Baby Yoda, baby Yoda.
they got Pennywise chia pet.
Baby Yoda, baby Yoda.
Wow.
You want to
Dude,
read the
Roop-
next one, Mufasa?
Wow.
Huh?
Mufussy is the best. Really enjoy everything. You're all great. You hear that? You're all great.
Yay. Even
But
me?
started out with Mufasa's the best.
Yeah, there's a little bit of bias here.
Thank
Yeah, there's a little
you.
bias there.
Thank you, gamers.
Mufasa's the best. You're all great though.
Oh yeah, the whole rest of you, you're all great too.
Yeah, I
guess you guys are
you know.
cool.
But Mufasa though,
That Mufasa guy's pretty cool.
do the lip bite. That one's a little. It's too forced. And oh god, I don't
Come
like
on.
this. Do I have to do it?
Wait, no. We needed a different thumbnail. That's what we did for a thumbnail for last episode. So let's do something else. Let's do like
Interpretive dancing.
interpretive dance.
What the fuck was this? Was this your default backup pose?
Yeah.
What
Obviously.
is that?
Interpretive dance. Come
Come
on.
on, Meg. Come on.
Meg doesn't
We
like to
already did this
interpretive
once.
dance. Well, we're doing it again.
This is weird.
You have to
This
feel
is
it
not weird.
flow
It's
through.
interpretive.
Yeah, and I'm interpreting it as weird.
I just want to say how happy I am to be a part of this.
Of the
And how-
interpretive
I'm
dance.
happy to have you.
No, this, like the podcast. Well,
Oh.
also the interpretive dancing. But I'm really thankful to know you guys. And I'm really thankful that you asked me to be on here. Like, actually, like, from the bottom
Well,
of my
you're
heart.
an epic gamer. That's all.
Okay, I could say the same about you. And Meg, too.
I'm
So back
terrible at-
off.
I'm so terrible at accepting genuine compliments. Like, over voice chat.
Okay, all right.
I don't know why, but like,
all right, Meg.
literally, I'm
Fuck
destroyed.
you. Fuck you. I hate the podcast.
I
Get me
love
outta
it.
So you'll accept it if it's hate.
Yeah, we love
Thank
hate.
you for having me on this fucking shitty
This podcast
I'm just
fucking
kidding,
sucks.
But for real, we're glad to have you. I'm glad you accepted our invitation.
What if I decline? I was like, sorry, I can't. Nope, I don't want to.
We're like, shit, all right. Anyways, I guess Galeer
The
hates us.
paparazzi is calling.
Now
Gotta go.
we've got
Got a blast.
2 more things.
Wait, I only see one more.
Oh, I meant 2 more topics. You want to do the last question?
Oh,
Go ahead.
were you just gonna skip the last question?
No, I mean, up to you.
We can skip it if you want.
I don't care. Go ahead.
Do you want me to read it too?
It's about you.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of weird for me to read it, I guess. All right, the question is it okay to have a crush on Meg or Tony? Of course, why not? Internet crushes are life. We all have an internet crush.
It's true.
You can have an internet crush on me. That's okay.
My internet crush
As long
is
as you don't do
Mufussy.
anything too weird. You know what I mean? You gotta know
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bounds
Like
of weird.
know your boundary.
But like, it's okay to have a crush on somebody. Yeah, sure. I don't give a shit.
Crushes are fun.
Crushes are fun. Except
I wake
when
up every
except
morning
when
and
they get
I
weird.
I wake up every morning and I message Mufussy, "Good morning, beautiful. I'm so happy that you're
Oh my
my
God.
boyfriend. So happy we're dating."
Oh yeah, well I message Mufussy every day and ask him to step on bugs for money. So
I'll send the
Okay.
receipts.
get on my level, Galeer.
I've got them.
All right, jeez, you didn't have
You
to
have to
flex on me
choose.
like that. That
You
was a
have to
weird
choose.
flex.
Sometimes he puts on the cockroach.
All right,
socks,
yeah,
and
but
we
does
just
he
have-
have
we
does
just
he
have
have
video
epic,
calls?
does he have epic I'm gaming socks?
Fuck. I mean,
Do you know
I don't know.
Do you know how much extra premium content that would be if you were stepping on
What?
bugs with I'm gaming socks?
I'm telling you, I said it. I said it last episode. I'm saying it again. Episode 100, IRL, stepping on bugs.
Oh, I like that.
God.
It's gonna take a while.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. That's like what? How many? We do this bi-weekly. 52 weeks in a year, so 52 divided by 2.
6 years or something.
That'll probably take 2
It's like,
years.
no, longer than that.
I thought you said like 6 years last time.
It might be like 6 years. Because
I'm
what's
calling
52
beta.
divided by 2?
What's beta?
Bugs.
PETA, I guess.
Oh.
PETA for bugs.
Beta for bugs.
Wow.
26 per year. Yeah, that's like 4 years. Meg, we got to keep this going for 4 years. Are you ready?
4
Are you
years.
prepared?
Yeah, you guys got this.
Easy
It'll be
dubs.
think of it this way. It'll be 2026 by the time.
Oh my God, if I'm even
Mufasa
still alive
will
in
be what? Like
2026.
Mufasa will be pushing 30. Probably, right? How old are you?
Oh,
I'll
you
be
think I am.
27.
I'm 23, so I'll be
Oh,
28. Well, I guess
Oh.
that's pushing 30.
yeah. And then Kevin will be almost like 40.
Oh my god.
Kevin's 30 right now. He'll be okay. No, he'll be 34. That doesn't make sense.
28.
You know, the only reason I can calculate my age so fast is I just take the year and I add 1 onto the last 2 digits, and I'm like, that's how old I'm gonna be. That's the
Were
only
you born
reason
in
I know how old
2000?
I am. Dead ass.
99, right?
99.
Oh, okay.
People born in 2000, it's unreal.
People born after 2000
Imagine
blows
being
my
born in
mind.
2000.
Just
All you have to
think-
do is look at the last 2 digits of the year, and you're like, that's how old I am.
Think people born in 2010 are 12 right now. That's insane.
Isn't that fucked up?
That's crazy.
Dude.
That's fucked.
There were people literally born in like 2018.
There's people born in
What?
2022.
Is that crazy? Like there are people that were born literally like a
Imagine
minute
being
ago.
born post-pandemic.
Oh no, I don't even want to think about it, dude.
Dude.
I don't even want to
Like,
think
If it
about
ever fucking ends, but who knows?
Why?
That's insane. 2012 to 2017 is the same amount of
Imagine
time as
being
2018
born.
to 2022.
Oh,
I was born
no,
2024.
that's so
Crafty's from
fucked
the
up.
future.
Imagine being born.
I was actually I just appeared one day.
Yeah, I just like I manifested myself into existence.
It's true. Sick. That's all our questions.
Piece of Beyond.
That's a lot of questions. They were all awesome and cool and fun.
Awesome.
It's true. So, again, anybody in chat who might have come from the raid or whatnot, I will turn responses back on here. So if you guys want to submit questions for the next episode, we'll also tweet about it, or not tweet about it, but we'll post about it in Discord for next episode. Go ahead and submit your questions, and we will answer them with Julia. It's going to be very epic.
That's awesome.
Now, to end the night, well, what should we do first? Should we do the video first, or should we do concert? We could end on your song. I feel that might be.
Yeah. So do the video.
Okay. So that's what we'll do. So every week we decided to start a new thing where we show off work from each member and the guest that we have. So this time I edited it all into one video. So all I have to do is hit play and it'll go. We can pause between the segments or whatever. Let me pull it up.
Also, I want to say a huge thank you because we hit 100 followers.
Yes.
Yeah. That's freaking crazy.
Very poggers.
Thank you guys for 100 followers. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for supporting us. For real.
That
I lost
rocks.
it.
That's
there it
fucking
is.
massive.
You deleted the video.
I found it. So first up, we always start with the guest. So MrGaleer actually has his own podcast called the Streamer Inspo Talk Show, where he has on multiple guests. He has a different guest every episode, and they go super in depth into, streaming and connections and who were your inspirations for streaming and all that kind of stuff. It's super dope, and you should totally go check it out on his YouTube channel. It's very cool. So we have 2 clips here. One from the episode that I was on, and then another one from, who was it, DNA?
The most recent one.
Yeah,
DNA,
the most recent episode. So the first and last. Playing Clone Hero is so difficult.
Especially
because
while
you're
reading
playing...
chat.
Right, and sometimes I feel bad for oh my god, I'm not reading chat right now. I haven't read chat. If I'm playing a really long
7-minute song. I was doing that the other day, and I was like, all right, I gotta read chat. Oh, I fucked up the song.
Yeah, and then you fuck up. I don't know how the big guys do it. It's insane to me. They're hitting insane shit, and they're like, oh, thanks. Hey man, what's going on?
Yeah, and then they're
just so nonchalantly.
They're doing a solo. And oh man,
right.
Your dog graduated puppy classes? That's incredible.
Right. It's so insane.
Oh my gosh, wait, you had to be rushed to the hospital because you got into a car accident? Oh my god. You have a concussion? Oh my god. Oh, I'm still doing 100%. They're reading the Declaration of Independence.
I still want to do that.
You should do that.
We should do that.
We should try that one
playing
day.
Clone Hero.
I wanted it so bad.
And this is from the latest episode.
It's a rush. It's fun, especially when you have those people that are happy. And to me, that's great. The moments that I love the most are when those new people win their first titles in the show. They're genuine excitement. The people that make a post, they share their creative wrestler, and it's that's awesome.
They're wearing it on their sleeve.
Right. And I was like, you share that same love. It's you had a connection, you made a difference, even if it's for a small period of time. It's we still experience this moment, that one moment together. So it's awesome. Stuff like that. You start appreciating those things instead of just that grind lifestyle and obsession where it becomes so important to be a business. You forget the things that motivated you to begin with when you wanted to start streaming.
This has to have been one of the most
So it's super dope. Go check out MrGaleer's channels. He works very hard on everything that he does, and his podcast is wonderful. And they talk a lot about.
I wanted to say that I'm really impressed with the jump in quality that I noticed from that first episode with Meg and Mufussy to the most recent.
Yeah,
I think that's another incredible thing about creating so much content is watching the improvement. That's crazy.
It's one of my
Watch the
favorite parts
grind.
about it. Also, another thing too, like about the podcast is like it started talking to streamers and like learning what inspires them, and it's still that. But now we've kind of really like opened up the conversation to like mental health and kind of its impact on people.
Yeah, I've noticed pretty much every episode now you guys have a segment about mental health or whatever, and it's super
and that
dope.
kind of just naturally happened too. And you know they're about like 4 or 5 more new episodes on the way that all talk about that now, and so it's really cool to just have that happen naturally and talking to about like how Twitch is like a safe space,
Right.
and like a good escape for people.
Yeah, it really is, and like all the connections that you can make with people, and it's just Twitch is special.
Twitch rocks.
Twitch rocks. All right. Next up, Megaroni Tony, you experienced a wonderful interaction in Valorant the other day, and you posted this TikTok. Yes. So let's check this one out.
To have been one of the most wholesome interactions I've had on Valorant, so I just had to share. Oh wait,
Someone stole your sage.
no! I normally don't play her anyways.
Okay, I felt so bad.
All right, I'm gonna apologize in advance because I know none of Sova's abilities.
Oh, no, it's okay, don't worry.
Dude, this girl's so nice. What the heck? You guys got any hot Valentine's dates?
No, I do not.
I'm gonna eat some spaghetti.
We can eat spaghetti together.
Heck yeah, let's go. Hey, Nightcrawler.
Yeah?
You wanna be my friend?
Yeah. She said yes! I'd love to be your friend.
Alright, I added you. Let's go! I made a friend, guys. I made a friend. Oh my god. Sheesh. Thanks for saving my life.
I'll always protect you, Sova.
I'll always protect you.
Spaghetti together.
Oh my god! I fucking love her!
I love that. Okay, and then
Fucking incredible.
Wait, why do you have a picture?
I threw this one in here. Because on Meg's 24-hour stream that she did recently, Bob Ross, Meg knows Bob Ross. It's crazy.
Sure.
Bob Ross showed
He
up
came over
and
to my
painted
house.
this, and I believe you are giving this away.
It's true. I decided to give the Bob Ross reincarnate painting away.
Yeah.
We're giving it away tomorrow. Holy shit, tomorrow. We're giving it away tomorrow at 8 p.m. I believe it ends.
Yeah.
And we're also premiering a YouTube video, our last Chaos Craft video. And we're doing, I'm dressing as Shinobu and dancing to Just Dance, and I don't dance, so yikes, you know? It's gonna
It'll
be
be fun.
it's gonna
It's
be
prime
something.
content.
Yeah, it's a lot of content jam-packed into one stream for sure.
If
But
it
should be
helps,
fun.
with Just Dance, so especially on the Switch, is that what you're playing it on?
Mhm.
It's all in the hands. Matt, get those hand
easy.
motions.
Go.
Get those hand motions.
You gotta work on
true.
footwork though.
It's true. So
Put
we
in the
used
work, put in
to
the hours.
at my Christmas parties that we used to do. We used to play Just Dance on the Wii every time, and I would always win because I would only do the hand motion. So it was
You cheated.
Yeah, I cheated for sure. That's why we always said, like, every year we're like, all right, we're playing this on the fucking Connect next year. Man, that surely lived. That was great. So yeah, go follow Meg's channel. She's wonderful and good at making things. And then lastly, we have mine. I've been doing a lot of work for other people lately, so I wasn't super sure of what to choose. But I did enter a clip into Hover, one of their challenges, and it actually made it onto the Hover challenge, top 16. I didn't win or anything, but it was dope being on there. So I figured I'd show off that clip. It's from my Cooking with Bugs stream from a long time ago. And then I also have a TikTok after this, so we're cooking with bugs today. Now you're probably wondering. Also, the frame rate is scuffed because of Discord, not because of the actual video. It looks fine on my screen, but Discord is making the frame rate all scuffed. Grande I'll just leave it going. There's no cockroaches, correct? Let me go upstairs real quick. I got a little something for you. Oh, it's so scuffed.
Oh no.
Gets the point across.
I like how there's hair.
Do you guys like my wing?
Well, we gotta put the grilled cheese together and then plop it on here.
I'm so hot.
Take off your head, Buggy.
No! This is how I communicate. I'm feeling the cooking.
Pick it up. Yeah, it's up for you, bud.
That's you. That's all you.
I'm just cooking.
Oh my god.
Open it up. What's the bug and what's the bread, you know?
Oh no! This could be our chance to finally figure out the 11.
Oh my fuck, dude.
And then the other day, I did a stream where I played the KFC dating sim.
I just want to say before this plays, me and Vile died laughing at this clip. We literally watched it like 5 times. Like, it's just so funny for no reason.
There's a moment in the game where you're standing in the cafeteria and Colonel Sanders cooked his chicken for the first time for you. And he hands it to you and you take a bite and you go into a dream state because it's so good.
My god.
Wow.
So it knocks you out, and the choice is, like, you're gripping the drumstick in your hand, and it's so good. What do you do in this moment as you're drifting through a different reality? Would be our chance to finally figure out the 11 secret herbs and spices.
You can Google it.
How dare you?
The timing is everything. It's so good.
It's so
How dare you?
absolutely ridiculous. He goes, you can Google it. So that stream was so fun, dude. I read my character and then a couple other characters, and then Paul read some characters and Drew read some characters, and it was the funniest shit in the world. It's the hardest I've laughed in a while. And lastly, we have an official announcement for anyone here. The next guest on the podcast will be the one and only Julia. Take a gander.
You should start a podcast.
Agora?
With some cool PPF.
Oh, a podcast would be dope, Nork. I 100% agree. Mufasa and Megaroni Tony, they have a podcast called M Squared, and I'm going to be on their podcast someday.
Yo, Julia said she was going to be on the podcast. Any comment? It's true. Yeah. Wait, fuck. That was supposed to be a secret, bro.
Done it again? What did you do? Who leaked it?
Mufasa! How are you, Mufasa? How's it going? Did I leak the news? What news? Oh! No, I never would have done that. Was I not supposed to? Well, I would never, ever. What's a podcast?
That was sick.
So I'll be posting that. So I'll be posting that to
That
it was funny, man. It was
Julia said
funny.
podcast comment, and I was like,
You're like, huh?
I was like,
what's a
I
podcast?
was like, I don't think Mufasa made an announcement, but maybe he did. I was like,
So the next episode will be 2 weeks from now, March 4th at the same time, and Julia will be the guest. So I'll be posting that to the M Squared socials tomorrow, along with the announcement picture. But I fucking died. Thank you to, I don't know if you're here or not, but underscore. Thank you for making all those clips because they were very useful. Very very epic. So, Galeer. You, my friend, are a musician, and a talented one at that.
Thanks,
so I think, to end the night, we are going to have a special concert, exclusive concert, by Galeer. Go follow Galeer on Spotify. Go listen to his music. He's very epic.
Stream Galeer on Spotify.
I love it.
So I'll turn my sensitivity down so
all
you
for
can hear
you,
me
my
play guitar.
friend.
Yeah. How many songs you want? One good? 2?
Let's do one for now, and we'll
Okay.
So there you go. Thank you for this very very fun song.
Yeah. It's called November 3rd. Enjoy. I'll do a little sound check first.
Is this a Galeer original?
This is a Galeer original. Can you hear me and the guitar?
Yeah.
All right.
me some cat jams in chat, please?
Am I wrong for dwelling on the fact that you're still gone? Letters I write won't get to you, and I feel lost. Oh, so lost. Will I feel lost? Oh, so lost. Well, am I sane for writing all my secrets and feelings to keep a straight face? People I see every day, well, they don't know. They don't know. Oh, they don't know. They don't know. Are you watching me? Are you spectating my life from a bird's eye view, or from the sight of another? Are you watching me? Are you watching me? Are you watching me? Well, are you watching me? Are you watching me? Are you watching me? Yeah. Are you watching me?
Another
That was a banger.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Guys, there's the link to the song in chat.
Go click it.
Go click it.
Unfortunately, like all my songs are like about sadness and death. But don't worry about it.
That's
Just in
okay.
case you like pick up on it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, if this is not evident in the next one, which is conveniently titled Casket, then anyway. All right. Here we go. I heard about your unfortunate demise. I was driving mindlessly down Route 1 that night. Oh, it took me by surprise, and your words severed my eyes, and now the dirt will be your disguise. Let's celebrate your life. Go put on a tie. You look nice. You don't have to look up. Just close your eyes. The guests have arrived. Go crawling and hide. They start to cry. There's nothing you can do to make them feel alright. Nothing you can do to make them feel alright. Let's celebrate your life. Go put on a tie, and everyone will be there to celebrate your life. You don't have to look up, just close your eyes. The guests have arrived. Go crawl in and hide. They start to cry. There's nothing you can do to make them feel alright. There's nothing you can do to make them feel alright.
Let's go.
Galeer.
Thanks.
Thank you. That was epic, dude. Guys, go follow Galeer on
You're
Spotify.
epic.
Go listen to his music. He's very cool. Very
I am
polite
pretty
dude.
cool. Thanks for the
So,
support and the love and having me on the podcast.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for being on the podcast. Yeah.
I'd say it was a wonderful
It's
episode.
been awesome.
I would say too. This shit go hard.
That was alright, actually. Yeah, I've decided.
Yeah, it was.
It was okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I have also decided it since Mufussy decided it too.
Oh.
Okay, Meg, your turn.
Was it epic or was it okay? Was it okay?
Oh,
it was only okay.
it was good. Is that?
It was okay. No, Meg.
I thought you were saying now you go ahead and sing, and I was
No,
like,
hang on. No, Meg. No. You're supposed to say the podcast was okay because Mufussy said it was okay.
It's
We have
okay.
to listen to him. He's paying us. Wait, you're paying us, right?
Feels okay, I guess.
All I heard was money.
That's all you need to hear. Actually, you know what? I got them streamer bucks.
Yeah, Meg, like Mufasa's like so cool and like loaded too, from being a streamer. Yeah.
Are you
I
gonna
think
buy me
I
a ticket to
afforded
see
all
Bill
of
Murray?
these.
Are you gonna buy me a ticket to fly to see Bill Murray?
No, but you are.
Mr. Streamer Man?
No, but you are,
Streamer,
Meg.
please?
You're buying yourself one, aren't
It's
you?
like Oprah. Are you guys
I'm serious about
Are
making
you
a clip
guys
and
gonna
tagging
get
Bill
me a
Murray.
flight? No, I'm just kidding.
You get a flight. You get a flight.
And you get a flight.
Just I can see it now.
Card. Who
I can
wants
see it now. A nice Instagram post featuring us and Bill Murray posing at the gig.
God
Wow, look at us
damn,
epic
God.
streamers meeting up in person with Bill Murray.
You guys would be the first internet friends I ever meet in person. It's true.
Meg would be the first internet person I meet in real life, I'm pretty sure.
What about
Everyone at Bill
Wait.
Murray. What?
Mufasa?
Well,
What
I
about
knew him
Mufasa?
beforehand, kinda.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, we already knew each other. He's not. He doesn't count.
I don't care. I'm not special or anything.
You're special. It's fine.
That's fine. No, it's fine. I get it. I'm not special or anything. It's fine. I understand. I get it.
Do you?
Yeah, it's fine. Loop. All right. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for 100 followers too, and all the support and raid, and we love you guys. Thanks for checking us out. Check out on Spotify, check him out on Twitch, check out his podcast, check him out on YouTube. He's a fucking epic gamer. Check out Mufussy, he edits all my videos. He's pretty fun, pretty dope. And don't spam Phase Real Nussy because Phase Real Nussy. Let's go. Let's go show some love.
Thank you
next
for
time,
joining
guys.
us. March 4th.